Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday. It is Monday. Oh, it's Friday here. So it's Monday in everyone else's world. It's Friday here, as you can tell. So we're glad you're with us tonight. We have a special show. So it is a really exciting night because it's Monday and we love our Mondays. But you know what? We mark everything down for you. So if you have a little case of the Mondays, we're going to make it all the better. And we're going to show you some really special pieces. And I'm really excited to say that what just came in about 2 minutes ago were some of the brand new designer rings that are all the diamond pieces. They're called the Illusion Set. They're actually out of a big name, famous New York designer that actually has lent us some of their designs, but we have been taking really big measures lately to bring them down in price tag for you. There's some of the more popular looks here in all white diamonds, baguettes, and rounds together. I've got some new ones here. I've even got some returning favorites, and we just got 5 more in. So this is very exciting because as of yesterday afternoon, we had no more. Sold the very last one that had been here in existence. So today we get a fresh little batch. I've got 2 that are going to be some very important sizes, and then we've got 3 that are going to be still large, but just a little bit smaller diamond weight, and those are going to be coming up at great discounted prices. We'll stay true to blowing those out under our own cost like we've been doing of late. So all that is happening. Plus, we have a beautiful blue wing. I know there weren't any scheduled for the weekend or for Sunday or Monday, so I made sure that we could rush one in, a brand new piece for you that actually is one of our classic favorite cuts. It's a cushion cut square. It is about 5 carats in size, so that tends to be one of the more popular and in-demand sizes to get. So we have that coming up. Looking forward to it. It's going to keep it classic in the mounting as well. And then we also have, there's something we don't see very often, and that is Tsavorite. Tsavorite garnet is here, and it's actually in something that we only debuted a while back. It's our miniature saddle ring, but there's nothing mini about it. It's just a little smaller version of the saddle ring that we love, that we know, that we have admired for a long, long time, but it's really big. So we just basically scaled it down just a touch for you. And that is going to be something that we're going to see with Tsavorite garnet, which is one of the rarer stones in the world. So if you love a beautiful bright green, that is going to be what we have for you. And then, of course, well, there's one more thing to mention before we get started, and that is a natural unheated, beautiful bicolor zoisite, otherwise known as unheated tanzanite, is here. It is a blue and green together, looks amazing, and that's going to be here at an affordable price tag. Last time we brought you some new unheated bicolor tanzanites. They were on the pricey side. Not everyone was able to get one. Today, we're actually going to switch it up, and we've got a 1 carat stone, still going to exhibit those blues and greens. Of course, what makes this so rare is that it is completely natural. And I don't mean just from the earth and from that one mine in the world of Tanzania natural. I mean unheated. So this is where you get it's in a pure state. It's got a little bit of blues and greens to it, so it's almost like iridescent, or almost, if we go really out there, we can talk about like almost like a mermaid type of quality to it. So we have that as well, and that's going to be hopefully for a few of you who maybe didn't get a chance to get some of the bigger one-of-a-kinds that we had. So we have that on the way as well, and it's really, I know we have a lot of blue wing block D tanzanite collectors here, but this is going to be a way to really broaden your collection as well, get you something really fresh and new. Plus, we're even a preview. In this show, we'll preview what's coming up this week because we have a really exciting week ahead. Not only is it Easter week coming up, but we also have that really, really special. We've got a little April special that's coming up a week from tonight that I'm previewing for you tonight in a stack. I'm wearing 4 carats in diamonds on one finger, and that feels real good. So that's also here. Plus, I'll mention what's coming up Wednesday because we have a new stone, actually a really exciting stone that's coming up on Wednesday that we're going to premiere just 5 up. So I'm going to let you know about that a little more as we proceed. But all that and more, plus, you know, we're going to bring a lot of those brand new designer pieces that we've been loving of late that are super cool, really fresh, updated, and actually one of them starts our show. So it's in earrings. Take a look at this. This is a very special look in an earring, and keep in mind I'm going to have to prop these up for you because right now they're sitting at quite an angle. So I want to make sure that you see them. It's, again, a lot of mirror finished gold, so let me show you what they look like when they're upright. But this is really an interesting newer concept and design, and what it is it's layered where there's 2 rows of gold, and then inside that inner layer actually has what looks like diamond pave. It is not. It is actually going to be a diamond cutting that is going to allow it to look like diamonds without having to pay for them. So it's 1123-699 to get us started. And yes, like so many of these really special designer collabs that we're bringing, they are in a higher purity metal than we're even used to seeing here. We usually see 14 karat gold and 18K. Most of what we've been seeing in the designer collection start at 18 karat gold like these are, and then go up to platinum, which we'll see a little bit later. But this is 18 karat solid yellow gold. You can see that, again, I'm moving them around so you can see that it's really like this dual layer. So you see there's a little bit of open work on the side. It's like a bigger button style earring. It's going to have a post and butterfly backing. I'll show them up against the hand. And what's weird is you're probably expecting a diamond weight, but again, there is no diamond weight at all. Just the total look of, and I'm moving them around a little bit so you can see that it's all mirror finish yellow gold that you have there. Looks fantastic. That's 18 karat yellow gold throughout. The diamond cuttings on the inside. I'll show you the measurement that they give you as well. Then we'll pop one up against the ear for you, but it's a very special design. You can see that it's going to be 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. It's almost like, think of it like a more rounded square, and then it's going to be set at an angle. So really beautiful, but there is no way. I mean, I really couldn't believe it. I was examining these and I had to bring out the loupe to look at these from a closer perspective just to make sure that they didn't actually neglect diamonds that were underneath. It's really uncanny the way they do that. So it's almost like an illusion style in its own right, but we're going to give you a wonderful value. And it's just one pair. All the brand new designer pieces that we've been seeing are one of a kind. So that is where, again, please just remember to shop early and often. And that means just to dial in really early is what that means. There's what they look like. So there's how that 3/4 inch translates from a distance away. And of course, like a signet ring, they're giving you a lot of mirror finish there, surface area across the top. But then again, that little bit of cutout detail reveals what looks like the diamonds. But again, in a treatment in the gold, meaning that beautiful texture. So let's go back to the wheel. That's just a little idea of what they look like from a distance. There could be some kind of, again, really kind of way to incorporate a beautiful bold look while still being quite casual and everyday wearable. And we're going to try to make them a huge value because that's what I do on Mondays. It's Monday night markdowns, right? It's must see. We've got all the best, and no matter how brand new or fresh or hot off the press or from the designer boutique it is, we're still marking everything down. So you get the discounts, you get the deals. This is not even $1,000 for the pair, which is really striking as it is, but we're going to take it even lower for you and make sure that they go, and they will. And remember, we can't keep these one-of-a-kind designer pieces in stock at all. It's just really, again, they're just so fresh and so new and so updated that that's really the challenge, is that we've got a lot of people seeking those great designer styles, but we never have enough to go around for everybody who wants, in this case, the pair. And then we'll see necklaces as well today. But how about this? Instead of $9.99, let's take them even lower. Just make sure they go quickly. And again, one pair, great size, beautiful look, casual, but bold. And I think that is always, why not? Just because we're being, on a casual basis doesn't mean you can't have your accessories and your jewelry really stand out and make a statement and look different from what you already have, which is really likely what this earring is going to give you in your wardrobe. And it's not even going to be $888 or $777. We'll blow them out right now. $699 to the very first caller. Yes, just one pair. So there's the bad news. We do have a cross pendant coming up. So for Easter week, as Easter is on Sunday, we're going to show you a blue sapphire cross. I know our crosses have been extremely popular of late, and including, you know what, Auntie, I was getting a good laugh earlier because I did hear from Misty. She already got her triple cross, the one that I was begging her to send back on the air yesterday. And she received it. And yeah, she said, sorry, it ain't coming back. I love it. So Misty, hello to you. Glad that you received my favorite piece. And I'm glad you're enjoying it already, as I knew you would. So we've got another cross, though. And I know it was just yesterday we had an Alexandrite piece that I missed out on. It was also a cross pendant. So good news is we've got a sapphire coming your way right now, which is going to be our one and only cross pendant of the day. So let's take a look at 1123716, and those are $699 if you'd like them, and just really fun and fabulous. And then here we go. I got to say, I heard from so many customers today, so thank you to everybody who reached out. Oh my gosh, I must have heard from at least 30 or 35 of you today, all receiving pieces that you love. I was just going to see if there was a little lint on that one, and now it's all better. So this is specialty, isn't it? This is that almost like a shadow box, right? If you talk about framing and artwork, and you think about the way we display artwork sometimes in our homes or our offices, this is what it reminds me of. It's really like a shadow box of gold that gives you tremendous dimension. So it really is this squared off style, not just from the front with that open work, but also through the depth of the piece as well. It is solid platinum. So we're seeing, there's that upgrade we're talking about already, and a 53-point oval individual blue sapphire of the most gorgeous royal blue color that we love to see. And yes, it's going to be a super clean stone, which doesn't always happen with sapphires. We're excited to see that as well. And you also have a 7/8 of an inch measurement. I'm going to show it to you on the hand and the neckline for you as well. This one, you're going to take your favorite, any white metal chain will do. So if you have sterling, if you have white gold, if you have platinum, any of those chains, trust me, the platinum is not one of those differences, and you're not going to see a different tone in compared to like your sterlings or your gold. So if you would like to, You know, again, don't worry too much about if you don't have a platinum chain. I know that can be a little bit more unusual to find. So if you don't have a platinum chain, don't sweat it. That's not going to be a big deal. You can take any white metal chain you have and put it through the top portion so you can see. And actually, you can have a little more fun with it because, again, if you really wanted to, you can utilize all the sides here, and you can actually, if you want to set it at an angle, you can utilize two of the different aspects or corners of the cross, if you will, and kind of put your chain through different directions to create a different look. Let me get the ruler up next to it. So this stays in the platinum, but of course you've got that centered up oval in the sapphire, which keep in mind is the September birthstone. And there you see it is just under, I mean, just under an inch. So I'm calling it 7/8, and we're going to give you a great value on this one, of course. And then we'll take a look at it on the neckline. And one of the great things about this is I show it on a skin tone so you can see it there first, is that also with the open work it has, if you are putting it against a color, a brighter color, a bolder color of fabric, then that's going to work as well. And you've got that amazing look. Again, lots of glare off of this one. I realize it's not a black rhodium. It is a platinum metal, but it's all mirror finished, and I just wanted you to see that it's really got that great size. And because it is all that beautiful design, that box style, it sits up a little bit dimensionally, more than just a, you know, flat piece like we would normally see. So we'll go back to the wheel and we'll show it to you close up. So you also have room. It should be pointed out that the entirety of the top portion is open for your bales, so it's almost like a slide. So if you do have a larger chain, you can utilize that as well. Something a little heavier gauge, you can use that. So if you've been waiting for your rope chain to be a favorite chain to add a pendant to, this will work for that in most cases. And then we're going to make it a lot better. It's got a $14.99 price tag to start on this Monday. We're actually going to make it a lot better than that for you, and we're going to send it on out for a much better price than even $9.99, just to send it out with just a few minutes in here to a big Monday night where we've got so many designer pieces, so much brand new. Even Brazilian Paraíbas are here. We've got those on the way, so a lot to get to. But of course, if you want sapphire, and if you love this symbol of faith and a great piece that you can wear every single day, or stackable or layerable, and I know that a lot of cross collectors, myself included out there, right, who want to always look for that. How do you get a new, fresh design and something that is as timeless and classic as cross pieces and jewelry are? Here's a way to do it. I haven't seen too many. They're built like this, where it is a literal three-dimensional box kind of shape, where you have everything squared off and everything really sits up high off the neckline. That's really special. And it's not even $9.99 actually. We're going to go lower than that. So a huge value coming your way. It's not going to be $888 or $777. This sounds familiar. Let's make it $699, but yet this is platinum with that bigger presence of that center stone right up front in the center. So a beautiful way to go there. And let me also remind you that we have a gents Congolese tourmaline, the blue-green, some new hoop earrings with some color. I know we don't see many colored gems in hoops, right? It's mostly diamonds, but we do have them tonight. And I know a few of you missed out on the Rubelite Spinel version the other day. I've got something that's pretty similar in pink tourmalines and purple sapphires. So if you love those jewel tones, pinks and reds and purples, you're going to love the hoops coming up that are also going to be a beautiful inside out style. And then we have, oh yeah, there's another necklace that is going to be wearable multiple ways in a Paraíba piece as well. And then we have a ruby bracelet too. And these are all one of a kinds that I mentioned. So feel free to give us a call so we can help you out. And we'll find, of course, if you have any requests, those are always welcome. Please get those in too. So lots and lots and lots to get to. And yeah, actually, Becky, that is best. I just saw your message. And yes, I don't think I have the item number, but I know Andy does. I don't have it offhand, just off the top of my head, but the hoop earrings, Becky, we can help you with that. Yeah, so I didn't remember the item number, but we can help you. By the way, Maria, if you're out there, Maria was asking for some Paraíbas yesterday. So I know that sometimes there's a big, distance between a Sunday morning and a Monday night. But Maria, who was looking for Paraíbas, we pulled actually a couple that sounds like she was looking for something a little bit more affordable. And I know, affordable in Paraíbas, tough to achieve. Sometimes affordable means under $5,000. And then a lot of you are saying, wait a minute, I was thinking maybe a little something a little less than that. So I actually have, what we did was we pulled out a couple of just around light half-carat stones for you that are still in really opulent mountings. And we've got them here so that if anybody is interested in some really affordable Paraíba, we're going to make some happen for you today. And so Maria, I know I speak to you specifically because you were looking for these and we only have 2 available. And they're actually in the same bridge mounting. So it's just a matter of which stone you like better. So affordable Paraíbas are in my hand, and I mean really affordable. I mean, really, like you're going to do a double take and say, are those really copper bearing stones? Because I've never seen them priced that way. And we've had our fair share. I would say we have more Paraíbas here than probably anywhere else in the world. So it's exciting to be able to bring them to you under $5,000 or $4,000 or $3,000. So that's also coming up. We'll take a look at our cross. We'll see who's got it, and then we're going to be on our way. Lots to get to, but of course, let's get to these hoops because they're so special. And they have the most beautiful combination of stones here that really give you, and first also a rose gold story here on this next hoop. So you're going to see a gorgeous 1-inch style. I'm going to show them to you now here up close. This is, wow, these really do. They remind me of a more pinky purple version, certainly of what we saw the other day in a larger, it was more pinky reds the other day in white gold, but here they are in the rose. I mean, are those stunning? Wait till you hear what's making them up, what's giving you these colors and giving you the color story. It's going to be 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 7. And I am thrilled. As a hoop lover myself, I will tell you, I know we adore our diamond hoops and we see all different iterations and varieties, but this is where you get in the rose gold, which is so special because you're getting actually 18 karat rose gold. And then there's only one pair, so let that be known right up front. But also it is this combination of baguette, pink tourmaline, so everything you see that when the hoop is upright, they're going to go north to south in the baguettes. That's that rectangular shape. Those are pink tourmalines that have a really nice raspberry tone to them. Mixed with that and alternating with that are the bright pop of a round purple sapphire. And that's going to continue and on the inside of the back. So basically it is that beautiful all stone front facing hoop. Yes. Oh, good. Maria, wonderful to hear from you. I'm so glad you're here. So I'll show you the Paraibas next, which actually we have 2. So actually we could probably accommodate 2 Paraiba lovers coming up next. And then here we go with the pink tourmalines. The carat weight is 106 on the baguettes. That would be your pink tourmalines. And then you get the 45 points in the purple sapphires. That is all set in the 18 karat rose gold. This is a 1-inch hoop. They don't, you see, they don't come all the way around, but they're still, when they're on, they're going to look like they do, because actually there's going to be enough distance in the back where it's going to look like it comes all the way complete to the back, but without having that snap bar closure. Instead, you're going to get that post and butterfly backing. Yes, the butterfly backing has a little silicone around it to make it a couple things, to make sure that that butterfly always stays intact in the exact shape it needs to be. Plus you have the, a little easier to grip, right? It's a little bit almost like you've got a little extra wider point and you've got a little bit better grip on it when you're putting them on, so you're not losing your backings, because also, especially with rose gold, you don't want to lose your rose gold backing. I mean, it's not a big deal if we lose our white or yellow gold backing sometimes because we have other ones, but rose gold you may not have as many of, so we want to make sure that those stay, you know, mated with those earrings. But here's what we've got. I'm going to show you from a distance here so you can see the length. They are 1 inch in diameter because it still is a round hoop. And then this is what they look like from a distance. I'll go ahead and show you. Boy, there's something about that tonality of having the beautiful rose and those 2 exotics in sapphires and tourmalines that are working so well together. And there you see it's all mirror finished on the sides, of course, and then I'll try one on for you as well, but it's not even going to be, well, how about this? It's a $39.99 pair of earrings. And you probably know why if you know these stones. There could be a lot of different ways to actually achieve pinks and purples in a gemstone hoop like this, but to match them up, do exotic cuts, and then give you a variety of stones that is as special as they are, well, that's really extra important. And there you can see in the rose gold how they're going to look on, and just there's something so beautiful about these stones in the rose. It's the right choice. It's the right color play. And they're less than even $19.99, which is already 50% off. We're going to make it so much more affordable than that. Back to the wheel we'll go, and then we're going to show you what we can do to make this an incredibly affordable value. And they're not even going to be $1,500 at all. There's only one pair. That is the key here. So that is really important. Always dialing in early is going to help you out tremendously here. This is going to be one pair for $1,499 only. That is it. Then our affordable Paraibas are coming up next. So probably best those are early on in the show, when we're going to have probably a lot of people missing out, more people missing out than we'll get in on this Paraiba special that are rings. So 2 great Paraibas if you too are looking for something more affordable, and I promise you they will be truly affordable, like in every sense of the word, not just affordable for Paraiba, right? There's that little asterisk sometimes, like, yeah, well, affordable for Paraiba can be $10,000, and that's true, but this is going to be affordable in just any respect. So we're going to show those coming up next, and they're even in great bridge mounting, so we're so excited about that. And then here we go with our very last call on those hoops, $14.99 only. And then I just love that we have the same ring essentially, but with 2 different colors of stone. So it's just going to be a matter of which one you like better. And gosh, this is really good. One's a little lighter, one's a little brighter. So that's going to be how we roll next. And they're of course going to be Paraibas, which have the copper content, those blue greens that we love. But this is our beautiful pinks and purples together in a hoop earring, 1 collar, 18K. I mean, that is worth repeating again and again, because to get that much 18 karat rose gold is very very unusual. And it's not easy to work with 18 karat gold. It is more important, I think, in earring than anything else, because you have, even in rose, you're working with more purity with the gold, 75%. So remember, there's less of your alloys, which are your other metals that make it a little stronger, or in this case, give it the rose color. It's going to be alloyed with copper. So that's really important. You still get that beautiful blushy tone of the rose gold that really matches the pinks and purples, but you're getting a higher purity overall. So it's really creating this more or less hypoallergenic experience for our earring lovers. So they are the hoops. Let's move on. So this is option 1 in the Paraíba, which has a little more green to it. Then there's one with a little more blue, and I'm going to put them side by side because I want you to decide. One's a little brighter, one's a little lighter, so you're going to let me know which one you prefer, because this comes down to personal preference. And each one, we'll start with 1118745. Each one is going to be in the bridge mounting with the same identical diamond weight. You can see also that they're in white gold. I recommend it that way. Actually, the one on the left, you have to keep in the white gold. The other one, it says you can move it. Honestly, we've got this mounting, so it wouldn't be a big deal if you want to change either. But with Paraíba, most every single time we see them, they're in the white gold. So there's something to be said about that. That's not coincidental. That's intentional. So here's our brighter, and that stone is going to be 38 points. Here's the lighter. That stone's going to be 44 points. So they have different item numbers because you're going to choose your color you like better. The diamond weights are 82 points. It is the bridge mounting that's more compact and easy to wear. This is a, yes, made of 4 different rows of diamonds and therefore a lot of width to the gold, but it doesn't make it oversized or hard to wear at all. It's not going to be cumbersome or really, really heavy. It's just going to have this beautiful, beautiful feel where it just feels like a great density to your gold weight. You've got a beautiful look to it, and we're going to blow them out. No matter which one you want, obviously we want to make them the same price, even though there's a little bit of difference here in the color and there's a little bit of difference in the size. Remember, the 38 pointer is going to be that brighter stone with a lot of the greens. The lighter stone that has more blue to it is a little bit more, I still wouldn't call it pastel because it's still neon, it's still Paraíba. So it's got a lot of that blue and green mix, but it's just a little bit more pastel. So it's just a matter, I have both and I love them both dearly. I will say, it really does come down to which one you like better. And so if there's one that you're just, again, if you look away for a moment and then look back at your screen and then your eye just goes towards one or the other, that's how you make the decision here. But you cannot go wrong either way. And these are true copper bearing stones and they're still a good size. I mean, we can't neglect the fact that when you get near a ½ carat, that's still a considered size in Paraíba. It's not easy to get in any way, shape, or form. So anytime you get any material that actually was big enough in the rough to have a facet and have a polish to it and still result in an incredible gem quality, high quality stone, well, this is the way to go. And the great news is we have both options, same price, and they're supposed to be $39.99 no matter which one you choose. We're going to take them down lower because that's exactly what the request was can you make a Paraíba that's still got the amazing look to it? Can you make it more affordable? And that's exactly what we're going to do right now so that you don't have to spend $4,000. Which one do you like? Yes, here's the 38 pointer first, which again, right over here, that is, I kind of have a feeling, again, if you saw this all by itself, you'd say, ooh, that's a beautiful bright stone with a lot of neon. But that's exactly why I'm putting them together side by side so you can see exactly the difference and you know where to go. And that one, I would imagine, just based on, what we've seen in the past, I would imagine this one's going to be extremely, extremely popular. And doesn't mean we have enough for everybody to go around. That's the big, big caveat here. So this is why it's pretty good. It's early on in the show like it is, and it's not going to be even $2,000. And we can count on one hand historically how many times we've had a Paraíba under $2,000 in a big size. It doesn't happen often. That's the 38 pointer, again, 82 points in diamonds. That's one way to go. And then we're going to switch it out. And let me show you the the larger stone, but a little bit lighter color here. That's going to be the 44 pointer that I have on here. So you get a little more size. And yes, with Paraíba, every point counts. So you get a little more size with this one. Same diamond mounting at 82 points. Same great white gold, but change it if you wish. And they're not even $19.99. So come on in, because these are the 2 most affordable Paraíba rings we have. That is the crucial element here to understand, is that it doesn't get any more affordable. And I should note that I just had this mounting yesterday with a ruby, and we were noting the fact that it was a $2,600 plus mounting. By itself, to make the mounting, before the center stone goes in the middle, it's over $2,600 to create it. So why would this ever be under $2,000 with one of the rarest stones in the world in the center? Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? It's not even $19.99. We are about to be very busy on our phone lines, and this never happens. But this is where, again, your requests mean a lot to us, to the point where even if your request essentially doesn't exist, we usually make it happen. That's exactly what happened here. This request came in yesterday after the show was over, and it was one of those where we not only found the pieces that were the most appropriate for the request, but then we had to really just take a huge liberty with the price tag to make sure that the price tag fit within the request as well. And that's why this is the end result here. It's not even going to be $19, $18, $17.99. This is that, you know, they're going up. You know they've been going up more than any other stone out there. It's been the Paraibas. They still are. They're not showing signs of slowing down or even ever hitting a plateau. They may never. They may just keep going because remember, we're all dealing with the same material that's out there. There's no active mining in any of the 3 sources that have ever been discovered. There's no active mining. Most people who have it, myself included, are refusing to sell it because they know there's that upswing in the pricing, so nobody's ready to part with it yet because we're watching the values just soar. The values are rising as you own it. So as you wear it, as you love it, as you enjoy it on your hand, you still get a piece that is increasing in its value. And most gems do that. Most diamonds do that. And that's exactly the case here. It's not 17, it's not 16.99 either. So come on in. And this is going to be your awesome opportunity right here. It's not even $16.99. Remember, we only have one of each. So when you decide which color you like, just say left or right. You can say more green or more blue. But remember, it is 38 points over here and 44 points over here. Same diamond mounting. We're going to blow it out, not even $15.99. Let me know which one you prefer. And here we go. It is going to be just for one. You let me know. Once it's gone, it's gone. They're $1,499. That's it. What a special opportunity that is. That's a good one. And yet, well, they're 2 good ones, right? That's the beauty of it. It's just a great value. And it's only going to be for those of you that say, is mine first. So that's really important here. Dial in early. Make sure you get it before somebody else does. There's nothing else in our entire inventory that is in that price in Paraiba that is substantial in its size. And those are just that. So did we hear from our requester at all? Yes. Okay, so it sounds like we're verifying on the left side, right? Left side, which is that 38 point, that more green, like a spearmint green is almost what it is. Thank you so much, Maria. And then here we go. We've got more on the way in brand new. And then, yes, along these same lines, there's a Congolese tourmaline, which also has a lot of blue greens. And it's a gentleman's ring tonight, so we have that as well. That's going to be coming up for you, plus a brand new turquoise pendant that is huge. Oh, it's too bad they don't have a carat weight on this one. That's a shame because it's gigantic. Okay, so we'll show you a turquoise piece that's got a millimeter size. Then we got a ruby bracelet. Looking forward to that as well. And so much more. Even some different combinations of gemstones together in earrings that we've all been loving lately. So we'll bring those out. I think that's going to be a lot of fun as well. And anything else you want to see, by all means, get requests in if you have them. And I've got 2 tanzanites in total. If you don't include the unheated, I actually have 1 unheated stone that I mentioned at the top of the show. We'll see that as well. Look at this opal, though. Brand new opal. I know we saw at the end of yesterday's show, we saw one of our prized opals go and get a great home. We've got something special coming up for you now. So it sounds like that one's gone. Let me know if you have any questions on those. Talk to your operators. And then, wow, this is just... I know it's a little early to break into the museum here, or maybe it's a little late. If you're on the East Coast, you're thinking, yep, all the museums in my hood are going to be closed. We are never, ever shy about bringing out the museum pieces, and I'm going to help this one up a little bit because obviously it's a leaner because it's got this tremendous, elongated, fabulous halo, and this has first its diamond round brilliance, and then it's these really elongated, exaggerated, tapered baguettes. It's item number 1123-602, and that would be the black opal of a lifetime. It's a 294. It's set in platinum. And that is, yep, a stone that's going to look even larger than a 3 carat. It's going to look about 6 or 7 if it were another stone because they are less dense. And then you have a fabulous diamond weight of 2 carats 11. So that is a lot of diamond weight that you're getting around it with. Yes, it's predominantly blues and greens, but you've got some pinks and reds as well coming through. And there's only one. And remember, solid platinum setting, $89.99. Well, I just want to make sure that it disappears, and I don't know if that price tag's going to do it. And that's why we welcome you into Markdown Mondays. We take everything, no matter how brand new, and mark it down. It is a great way to start the week. It's a way to say welcome in. It's a fabulous way to say, hey, spring's here, and we've got this one on the hand so you can see what it looks like from a distance because it is large, and there's no doubt about that. And you see how this is really the this is the way to really take some some note and appreciation to what that is all about, because it is a tremendous, tremendous piece. It's got so much size to it. You see that it almost creates, you remember our North Star pendants? It's almost creating that kind of shape all the way around it, isn't it? With the elongation here of your stones on top to bottom and side to side. By the way, those are the diamond bands. I know that they might be catching your eye. Those are coming up. It's a little ways from today, but it's only 1 week away. And do you know what 1 week away from today is? April 1st. That means that, a celebration beginning the month of April means it's also Diamond Birthstone Month. So we thought we'd bring one of our greatest diamond values in something we've never had. So I'm letting you know now so we can get you enough advance notice so you know to be here on next Monday. And that ring on Markdown Monday sounds like an intriguing moment. Well, that'll be here. And by the way, that's a 5-stone, 2-carat diamond band that I happen to just stack 2 of them together because, you know, have we met? That's me. That's what I did. So 4 carats is what I'm wearing in diamonds, and those are coming up next Monday. So largest 5-stone ring we've ever done. And it's a great value. So it's next Monday, so just a heads up on that. I know that sounds far away, but yeah, no, just to make sure you're with us because we've only got a certain number to go around. But here we go with our platinum piece, and we'll blow it out right now. It's not even going to be $89.99 if you want one of the more high-end opals. And actually, I'm going to come in a little bit closer because now that I've got it up right here, we know exactly how much length we need here. And then you can see that great stone. And again, very distinctive pattern. You can really see the deeper blues and why this is called black opal, because it is that opaque base. And then it's got the really bright, lively colors to it. That's $49.99 to the first caller here tonight. So a beautiful discount of, yeah, we're going to save you $4,000 on that one, which is really nice. Then we got some blue wing block D's last call. We've got that Gens Congolese. Some big tanzanite earrings are here. Do have one of our larger pairs of tanzanite earrings that has ever been here in a drop. That's going to be coming up as well. And you name it, we got it. Please get requests in too on this Monday. We would love to help you out with requests. As a matter of fact, for Teresita, we've got a really special, I know she was asking me today for diamond pieces, so we got to work, and actually they were scheduled to come up. They came in today. They were scheduled to not be here till later in the week. I wanted to rush them into tonight's show. So for all of our diamond lovers, we've got something really special in the baguettes and the rounds together. So we'll share those with you as well. But here we go with something special in Paraiba, in a necklace. And this is going to be a necklace that comes with a chain, and it actually is one of those more versatile styles. I'll start with it on the hand here, just maneuvering it here because it's actually got some movement to it. So it's interesting the way this is, you can kind of play with it a little bit, and we'll show you here because the chain's not actually through it the proper way. But we've had something similar to it before. This is a new design though, and it's going to have diamonds and Paraiba together. But there's actually, it's really going to be pieces here that have some movement to them. There's a little articulation here, so you can make it kind of place it different ways on the chain how you wish and how you want to. And we'll show it up close to you as well so you can see how beautiful these stones are, because that's really what it's all about here, is having the beauty of the stones with the unusual rarity of Paraiba like this, which are super bright. Of course, we're going to throw in the chain. That's why I just put it on there for you so you can see. But you're probably just going to slip the chain right through the top portion and just know that there's that hinge so it moves around. But it really looks almost like this beautiful shooting star meets floral the way this is done. It's going to be item number 112356, and this is 18 karat solid gold with the Paraiba rounds. We're going to touch on those first. 4 of them together making this little floret. That's 8 points in the rounds. And then you get this fabulous look of the diamonds, which are also clustered together with pave. So the pave's above the Paraibas, and then you've got the big cluster, which ends up looking like one big solitaire stone. And then right above that, the same floral design we see in the Paraibas. Total diamond weight is 30 points. It's coming with the chain for free, which you see is this gorgeous diamond cut beaded chain, fully adjustable, 18 inches maximum. But it's going to be adjustable, smaller and shorter as you wish. And I don't mean just 16, 17, and 18, but because it's the slide bar that you can adjust, you actually have all the specific ways you can adjust it how you wish to exact lengths. So if you want like a 17 and a half, and it's on the hand again, so you can see this here, and then we'll measure it for you. But you can actually take this is the design that allows you to have all that adjustability. So there's a spring ring closure, and if you were to have this bead all the way out to the end cap there, it would be 18 inches. But you can play with it how you want and make it shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter to really any length up to 18. So that's really crucial here. That's what it looks like from a distance. I'll show you the measurement on it as well. And it's all solid 18K as well. So you've got a really beautiful piece, including the chain, by the way. And there you can see it's going to have a 3/4 inch top to bottom there on the pendant itself, and it's going to be a huge value. We're blowing it out from that $29.99 price tag it should be, taking it a whole lot lower than that, and this is what it looks like from a distance. Beautiful piece. We'll show it on the neckline coming up right now, and then it's going to be a lot more affordable for you. And keep in mind, it's actually, I got to put the chain on differently because it's not actually threaded through that bail properly, but it will sit completely flat on your neckline for you, and it's going to be a huge value at under. And this is where, again, more Paraibas, affordable. This time, of course, pendant instead of ring, but do you see there? There's the hinge I'm talking about. So you can make it, if you want, all one long stiletto. Let me just take the chain off here for a minute because this is bothering me. And we got to show you what this can do. It's a convertible style. So you can have it one long stiletto drop, or you can have it the way it is. So just remember, you're getting the chain still, but I want to take it off the chain so you can see what I mean by this is what it does. It fully extends out. Do you see how there's a bail on each side essentially? So what you can do is you can make it look like this, where it's longer with the Paraibas on top, or you can go the opposite direction if you want to as well, where you can have the chain threaded through the middle, or when they come together, this is how you were seeing it before. When they're brought together, you've got the ability to wear it like that little kind of bouquet look, where you've got them together like this, nested, and then you can wear it so it is upright like that. So different ways to wear it. But those are, you know, two pieces that are hinged together. So you can't separate the two, but you can mix and match the way it looks on the neckline. And it's only $9.99, and it comes with that chain. Let's not forget the chain is coming with it, which is that beautiful textured bead-like chain. So just a reminder, that's coming with it here. Just wanted to show you how this works, but to get those bright, vibrant neon Paraibas in 4 size stones that really are a good size when you're talking about Paraiba. It's not easy to get round brilliants in the Paraiba. We've got them here, $9.99. All right, so that's a one only as well. Chain included, don't forget about that. And then we'll get to our ruby bracelet. More 18K in a bracelet. Such an opulence of gold to see in a bracelet. You don't expect that, and we are going to bring it next. So rubies on the way. I know we don't do tennis bracelets very often in the rubies, but we've got the closest thing to it coming up next. And then blue wing black Ds are here. Don't forget about our natural unheated tanzanite. I'm going to show you one tonight, one. And it's the last that we have, so we're really looking forward to that as well. Call me on this one. And then here comes that bracelet. This is just something you just don't expect to see. And to get 18 karat solid gold. And then, yes, the rubies and diamonds are going to go all the way around so that no matter how it twists or turns on the wrist, you have got a fabulous idea that is going to give you those really bright, glowing. This is still top quality in the ruby, no doubt about it, with every single one being bright and clean. And you can see those blue reds they have. It's 1123567. And yes, we're talking about 18 karat gold in a bracelet. Highly unusual, very much a surprise. Something we're really excited to have. Notice the bezel set diamonds that are between every beautiful high polished marquise link you have there as well. And that's really special. So you're getting an enormously pretty look. We're so excited to have it. And you know what? It's going to be a total weight in the rubies, 2 carats 10. Remember, it's 18 karat solid yellow gold. It does stay that way. There's only one and it's 7 inches. So you've got that classic styling of 7 inches we love. And yet it's got the big Roval Paraíba, or rather rubies. And then it's got the diamonds that are bezel set, and they'll go all the way around. Let me pop it on the wrist here for you. It's got an insert closure, a figure 8 safety catch as well. 7 inches for the average size. You can see how I just put it on next to my bangle that I wear every day, and it layers beautifully, or plenty of great size by itself as well. But really just stunning the way you've got the mirror finished gold. That is a lot of 18 karat gold. I mean, it must be said. We don't see a lot of bracelets done that way. Bracelets are expensive to make right now in any golds. Let's say if you have 10 karat gold, that's an expensive bracelet. We don't do 10 karat gold here ever. We either have 14, 18, or platinum, and that is the highest grade of gold you can make jewelry out of. 75% pure. It's also going to make a difference in the way it looks with the color of that gold, given that it's yellow gold. So you really see the richness and the buttery nature of it. My bangle is also 18 karat gold, and you see it's a match. So that's really important as well. 7 inches in the styling here, so that's going to fit most. And then you see those amazing rubies, and then insert closure, which is really easy to clasp when it's even on your wrist. I mean, this is not one that you're, asking for help on. It's just a really easy, simple style to put on, and then you see how it's going to be rubies all the way around. You have a total of 2, 4, 6, and 7. Actually, skip that because I think I missed one here because of the clasp. They're actually going to meet up in rubies. So it's actually 2, 4, 6. It is 7. Got them all. So just want to make sure we get the count right for you. And that's making that 210. Plus you get the diamond weight, which is 10 points. And our very first caller is going to take it. for a very special opportunity. There's one, and obviously we get requests almost every single day for bracelets, more bracelets, because it's what we see the least of, and that has a lot to do with where gold's been, not just where it is now, but where it's been historically. Ever since TVON has existed, gold has seen some of the highest prices per ounce that it's ever seen. So that continues to go up. We're seeing more and more pricing increases in gold. Do not wait to get your gold, especially when we're taking discounts like this one, because that is a $49.99 bracelet. Has a lot to do with the 18 karat gold you're getting throughout this piece. But remembering, of course, that with rubies, and they're all matched, all beautiful 7 stones match to perfection. They're a little more, again, not just a basic oval, they're more of a roval. So what that does is gives you a lot more glow to the stone because the cutting is the way it is. So you're getting a little more glow than you would typically get from your typical ovals. And then the diamonds. Think diamonds by the yard, because that is the bezel set diamond in the bracelet that would match what I know so many of you wear, which is that bezel set diamond by the yard necklace. So this would be another match to that. So keep that in mind. You've got nice coordination. And we're going to blow it out for less than even $49, $39, or $29. We're going to skip past $19.99 for you. If we can't mark down things tonight, when can we ever? We take a lot of liberties on our Monday nights to really welcome you into the week and get you ready. Plus, it's kind of like I mentioned, it's like our Friday since we're not here on Tuesdays. So that's where we really just move a lot of jewelry, get ready for all the what's new coming up on Wednesday, which we will have a brand new stone variety that I've not had from this particular mine before, and they're gorgeous. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is yet. We're going to wait for the grand reveal on Wednesday, but there is a stone from a new deposit on Wednesday that is truly one of the most stunning gemstones I've ever seen, and I've never seen anything quite like it before. So we're really excited about that debut. That's happening Wednesday night, so make sure you just, write yourself a little note so you don't miss it, because it's only going to be that one night. But it's also going to be a better value on these rubies, and I'm just so excited we can bring you something special in a bracelet like this is and make it even more affordable than even 19, 18, 17, 16. I mean, I love just going ahead and really dropping these prices, and we go under cost on most everything that we show you just to make sure that we can move a lot of jewelry on this Monday. And it's not even $16 or $15.99. So first caller only, let's make it just $14.99 for the bracelet. And mark my words, there's no way to get 18 karat gold just regular by itself. No stones, no diamonds, no rubies. You would not find an 18 karat yellow gold bracelet for $14.99 in this universe. Not in the year 2024, which unfortunately, unless you have a time machine, that is how you have to shop your jewelry these days. And don't wait till going forward when it's going to be even more, because then we're going to see even higher prices, and we don't want to see that. We want to see something affordable. We want to give you value. We want to make sure that everything is as stunning as it can be. We're going to get into those big diamond pieces we have coming up for you next, which I mentioned, blowing out the diamond pieces that are really the most in demand of all of our diamond pieces, and that's saying something. Not to mention, look what else they brought out from the same designer. This has been here, I think, longer than I have. And yet, it's still here. And we are waiting and waiting and waiting for a home. And yet, I think tonight is that night, because there's a brand new markdown. Have you seen this bracelet? I'm popping it on real quick. This is one of those sensational styles that I don't know anybody else who's going to have anything quite like it. But that is the bracelet that, yes, this is from the same designer as the rings we're about to see, and that is going to have a brand new markdown. And I'm not talking about a $500 discount. Thousands and thousands of dollars off this bracelet. If you've been waiting on this one, it is for a smaller size wrist, I will tell you that. It is a snug cuff style, but it is 18K, and it's got an enormous number of diamonds. So that is coming up at a discount, and then we'll have the rings to match, bringing it out first here, so that's going to be coming up for you. And then here we go. Let's get to the two rings that I have that are of the bigger sizes here, and then this one's $14.99, still hanging out, and then I'm going to show you. So again, as of yesterday, I was standing here, because I always am on Sundays, and I'm standing here telling you that there's one left in the entire collection of this Marquise Round Brilliant collection of pieces we don't create. Actually, these are not our own. These are from a really well-known and well-to-do designer. Well, we've got two of our bigger carat weights here in the most ultimate Marquise shape, which is really giving you a look like, I'm going to show you from a distance first, because if you have not seen these yet, maybe you've been, kind of in and out, and it's been a busy season and a busy time of year, and you haven't seen these designs that are oh so popular. There's so much demand for them. That's what they look like from a distance. It looks like I'm wearing one huge diamond. This would be about equivalent to about a 25 karat. This is about equivalent to maybe a 10 karat or so. These are the magnificence of having baguettes and rounds together, but creating, in this case, the look of a marquise in a really large jumbo size. We only have these two of this variety. Then we're going to bring you some smaller, different designs that are going to be a little bit different, and we're going to show you those. So we're just going to blow through these here. We've got the two here. They stay in the white gold unless you want us to have the designer recreate it. We have a special relationship set up with the designer where we've told them that we have a little different customer who's discerning, and we like to offer all these customizations for you all the time. So they said, well, if you absolutely have to, if you have a customer who only wants the yellow gold or only wants, in this case, it's going to be white or yellow, then we can go ahead and do that. Just be aware it's going to take some extra time to do so. So also, one more thing, we can't size these. So if you need a size 7, they're ready to go. But if you need a different size, smaller or larger, we also have an agreement with the designer that we will honor the price tag we give you. They will have to recreate it. So just be aware, if you need a larger or smaller size than a 7, this is going to be remade for you, and then it's going to be made in your size. Because with the setting of the baguettes, you can't be tweaking the size up or down because it compromises the way they're set. And you obviously don't want your diamonds falling out. So this is where, again, a lot of times that happens with complicated setting styles is you can't do your own sizing. So that's the case here. So just keep that in mind. Let's show you these two, and these are the two options in the marquise shapes. I'll move the bracelet aside, bring out option number 1, which is going to have this wider band style to it. And then your second choice, and these are the only two we have of this variety. These will be a little bit higher diamond weights. And then, of course, right over here, this one may look like the one we saw yesterday because it is. We're having to remake. The one who got, the caller who got yesterday's needs a different size. And so we have to, the designer right now is remaking it. So this is where, again, if you need a size 7, great. We can have it right out to you. If you don't, it's fine. It's just going to take a little bit extra time, and it'll be made in your size. Okay, so this is going to be, let's talk about this one first here. It's 112-1024. 18 karat gold, no matter which one you choose. This option, you see how the similarities are really carried throughout each, right? Baguettes and rounds together. This option on the left side is going to have a carat 66 in the baguettes and the rounds. The other option is bigger. The other option is going to have a carat 95, also in 18 karat gold. All of these designs go with the bracelet beautifully, which I'm wearing. So that's something to keep in mind. Even if you have one of the previous styles, they all work back to the bracelet. But this is where we're going to do a quick little blowout on these particular two. I will just go ahead and preview what we have coming up next, so that if you like one of these designs over what you see here, we're going to have you wait for the next little wheel. But this is going to be, and boy, this one's very similar. This one's a little bit smaller carat weight, but that one's still to come. That one's carat 32, so that one's going to come up in a minute, along with this more floral, actually a pear shape first. Look at that. That one I've never seen before until today. So that's our new one there. And then we have this almost floral style here. All three that I just flashed, they're coming up next. They're going to be on a wheel. They're a little bit better price. This just has, again, different diamond weights, equal different pricing. And you got to call me on the bracelet that has about 8 carats in diamonds, because we've highly discounted that today. But only one of each is what we can do here. And again, it needs to be remade if you want a different gold color, yellow gold, or if you want a different ring size than a 7. That's how this works. Carat 66 or carat 95. Each are the same price tag. I think we need to be aware here that probably that carat 95 that's on the right side with a bigger tower and that bigger width and all that, it's probably going to be the first one to go. So especially if you're waiting on thinking about that one, you want to call on the early side, make sure you get right there, be first in line, because neither are going to last. We got some big discounts. They were $99.99, actually $89.99 for the smaller and $99.99 for the larger. Doesn't matter. We're going to take each one down to a lower price tag for you right now. Take a look. And let's make it even better than even, wow, this is not even going to be $5,000 a ring. Again, what we have is what we have. So keep that in mind. We are happy to change the gold color if that's what you need, but you've got to dial in quickly because only one of each design can be sold. So that's really what's crucial to remember here. And it's not going to be 5,000, 4,000, or 3 for your choice of. This is a fantastic opportunity right now to get yourself a lot of diamonds and a lot of gold weight. No matter what gold color you choose, it's going to be the 18K, and we're going to make them $29.99 for either one your choice of. That's amazing. And it's just one of those you got to take advantage of. And then look at how they look on the hand, because honestly, you cannot see the full detail and beauty of them and how they look until you see it on the hand. And this is the big one. This is the 195 total weight. But tell me, that doesn't look like a 1 carat 95 ring. So this one's actually going to be item number, if you'd like it, 112-1003. That one's going to be a carat 95, but that's the beauty of these designs. They don't look like the carat weight they weigh. Instead, it looks like maybe 4 or 5 times what they actually weigh. That's important. So this is option 1. It's got that wider side detail and then that split leading up to what is a marquise shape created entirely of baguettes and rounds. So that's $29.99 for the carat 95. Let me put the other one beside it. This one's got a carat 66 in diamonds, and you can just see them lined up. So you see how they vary and how they differ there. But a carat 66, carat 95, same price at $29.99. Then we bring out our final 3, which are everything we have from the entire inventory. So we'll do that next. And so glad you're with us on this Monday. So here we go. That's our last call. Boy, that's a good one, isn't it? Either way you want to go. This has got more of a stacked side here, which is more straight up and down. And then the other side here, it's got a little bit wider band that then splits and leads up to that big marquise centerpiece. So those are the 2 bigger. Let's get to our smaller sizes as well that are going to be, I don't mean, they're not much smaller in the rings overall. They're just a little bit smaller in the carat weights, but none of that really matters. What matters is the way they look and what's created overall, and that's what's so crucial here. So let's get to our final 3 here. And we're going to start with the marquise in the middle, because that's what we just saw. This is a different one, though. You see it almost looks like a 3-stone style where you have really, really big stones. And there's a lot of people who ask me every day, do you think you might be able to get me a 20-carat diamond? And I can tell you right now the answer is no. I mean, I can help you do it, but it would be outside of TVON. And I can help you find those, but it wouldn't be within our walls. It wouldn't be through this show. But look at this. This gives you the look of. And yet, without the price tag of, because I know what a 20-carat diamond costs, and it's not exactly inexpensive. And it's something that, let me tell you, it's something you might be even scared to wear every single day just because of what it's worth. And they're basically irreplaceable. So this gives you the look of really big diamonds that make a huge impact, where it's still solid diamonds. This isn't an illusion of, it's not some kind of gold carving that looks like diamonds. It's all diamonds. But really looks like you have one big stone, or in the case of the middle one, looks like you have a 3-stone style. And none of these are going to be priced where, remember, when these came in years and years ago, they were a lot more money, to the point where I stopped even airing them because it was a big waste of airtime every time I did. Because we weren't used to seeing, you and me at TVON, we expect and demand a bigger diamond value. We weren't used to seeing diamonds go for $10,000 a carat, which was essentially where these rings were priced at. And so I just stopped showing them because it was crazy, right? This is where we're going to bring all 3 of these rings, which, remember, same thing applies here. If you want it in a white gold size 7, it goes out to you tomorrow. If you need a different size, we're going to make that happen for you because that's what we do. But it's going to have to be remade. You cannot size these rings. So if you need to go up, if you need to go down, we need to remake it from scratch. Okay, it's all the same thing. It's remade by the designer because we want you to have what you need. It's just going to take a little extra time because that is a very complicated setting. It's part of the reason why these diamond pieces go for so much money. This is the bracelet to match, which has a significant discount tonight, by the way, so call me and ask about that cuff if you love it. That's got about 8 carats in diamonds, same kind of style. This is where you're going to choose. Do you want the marquise 3-stone? Do you want the big pear shape? Or do you want this more floral? And I'm going to give you carat weights right now, and they're all 18 karat gold, white or yellow as well. So again, white gold if you need it right away. Yes. Okay, so the pear shape, that's my first time seeing that one as well, Jess, and I just think it is dreamy. But again, size 7 only if you need it right away, 18 karat gold. This one has a carat 66 in baguettes and rounds. Actually, that's the same carat weight we saw on one of our previous wheels. So this is going to make no sense, but here it is on the hand. That's that overall pear shape. It does have a split shank. Call in early. They're less than $3,000. Yes. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad. Did she like this one? Very good. You're very welcome. It's my pleasure, and this is everything. I scoured the inventory. This is the brand new one that we've never seen before, and it's supposed to be $79.99. We'll do better. I apologize if you're waiting on hold. We have a lot of busy lines. These are one-onlys. Make sure you know that. This is it. When they're gone, they're gone. Carat 66. This center stone or centerpiece has 132 in the diamond weight, and this one over here, the floral, has 82 plus 50 points. So it's 82 in the baguettes, 50 points in the rounds. So you've got a beautiful look here, which is going to give you a carat 32 in diamonds. So again, 166 is the big carat weight over here. Then we go 1 carat, that was 132. And here we go, same thing over here with that more floral. And they're not $3,000 or $29.99. We're going to take them even lower, and remember, one of a kind. And if you need a different gold color, it's going to take some time. If you need a different ring size beyond a 7 in the white gold, it's going to take some time. But it is worth it to get the amazing value and discount these are. It's not going to be $29, $28, $27, or $26.99. We're selling all three right here, right now, and they just look incredible, don't they? They're just such statement pieces in diamonds, and yet it's not even going to be $26 or $25.99 either. Happy Monday. Glad you're with us. What's that? Item number of the pear shape is 112-1005. 1005 and one gone already, it looks like. And this is going to be, are you ready for this? $24.99. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Pear shape may be gone. Verifying right now. Love this. And you just let me know which one you like. Let's try it. See, that pear shape is so interesting because it's got the tapered baguettes in the middle that flare like it's one big pear shape in the center. Then it has a triple halo of further baguettes that all, and then the one, I love the round at the point there. You see at the very top point, there's the round. Oh, it's so pretty. And then continues with the diamonds down the sides here in that split shank. So you've got the round brilliance on the side. So let me know how we're doing, Andy, because you're keeping track, right? And I'm not, but that's okay. Just let me know which one you want for $24.99. And then if anybody, hey, Jess, did she see the bracelet? If she needs a great off-air price on the bracelet, because I know she's obsessed with this designer, I can give you a great price and discount on the bracelet, which I can show you. Yes. Andy? Right, right? Is that right? That's what I thought, right? Okay, good. All right, so here we go. Coming up, let's do this. I'm going to show you really quickly this bracelet, and I don't even want to put it, I don't want to take it off my wrist because I want you to see the size that it gives you. It's going to be item number 1119091. Wow, this is a cuff. It's for a, I would say, average size or smaller size because I wear a 6.5 these days, and it's really, really, I will tell you, it's really for a 6.5 or smaller. So keep that in mind. It's a huge piece. You can wear it this way, or of course you could flip it around and wear it the other way. It's got this really great, look at all that gold. That's all 18 karat gold yet again. This has been here for a long time simply because, well, it's a $40,000 bracelet. And that's because it has 3 carats 74 of just baguettes. Then it has a 397 of round brilliance, which is a total of 771. And it is gorgeous in the 18 karat. And then it's got this big button closure. I'll show you over here. There's a big button here. And that button is what releases it. So when you press the button down, it's going to spring open for you. And then it simply just, look at this, hinges right off. And then you just look at the under gallery. Oh my goodness, finishing everywhere throughout the inside. It aligns. It's even got the 2 figure-8 safeties. So once it is latched together, just like, let me make sure I have this aligned properly. Just like that, when it's latched, you've got the 2 figure-8 safeties on each side to make sure it's not going anywhere. Yes. Back of the pear shape, you got it. Take a look at the rings here really quickly. I'm just showing you the bracelet as it's a nice little addition to any of these particular diamond designs that we have here. And there you can see the inside of the pear shape, which I believe is gone, and that's going to be 112-1005. And then again, we'll show you the 2 others here. And then we've got this fabulous, this is really good because this looks like 3 big stones here, and I'm just going to move these around. That's got our big, almost like an oval, flanking the marquise. When there are no ovals and no marquise shapes in it, it's once again the baguettes and the round brilliance, and it looks like a 3-stone style. That's going to be here for you for, again, $24.99. It's your choice of. These are all 18K. Remember, size 7 in white gold goes out right away. If you need a different size, it has to be remade in your size. So keep that in mind, but we work closely with the designer to make that happen for you. And you get a carat 32 on either. So those are very special. Now, we have the bracelet. Just want to mention this because obviously it is as specialty as it comes in bracelets, and really, quite frankly, it's probably too big for our wheel here. But look at that centerpiece and how it's created. Baguettes and rounds yet again, 771 total diamond weight here, and almost too big for our wheel, right? And that is going to have a tremendous discounted price, and that's why I'm living for it here. That's why I'm so excited it's here, because it has been here too long. It cannot stay any longer. It's a $40,000 piece. It was $39,999, kid you not. And now it's going less than that. And you can't just think about just the diamond weight. We have 2 minutes till the top of the hour and backed up calls. So needless to say, a lot of people are asking about different pieces from the evening already. We're 1 hour in. We got 2 hours to go. It's a big Monday night. We're glad you're with us, but this is the bracelet to own. I realize it's not for everybody, but for those of you that have been thinking about it and considering it, and you saw how well it goes with all of these different rings we've been bringing, it is that same designer style. It looks like it's made up of baguettes and rather emerald cuts. Really, when you look at the way the baguettes and rounds are put together in each section of the floral, it almost looks like they're all entirely emerald cuts, doesn't it? And then that's set with the rounds around it. It is all baguettes and rounds, 771 in diamonds, but you got to think about this size bracelet. That's all created with 18 karat gold. So there's a lot of gold weight there too, which we're probably not, I mean, it's easier to look at diamond weights than it is to think about gold. The gold here is enormous. It's enormous. It would be truly, you could easily pay $10,000 for the gold alone if there was not any of the 771 in the diamonds. So that's something to consider here as you're looking at it, and yet it's not even going to be $39,000. And here's the crazy part, $20,000 it's not. There's a brand new reduction as of an hour ago. 1 hour ago, yes. The floral on the hand, you got it. Here's that floral ring. That was 1118612. Here it is. I think this one looks the best with the bracelet too, which I'll just show you now. There they are together. So there's the bracelet, which you can wear obviously like this or like this on the wrist. It's entirely up to you, but that's going to be, I love how those look together. Don't they look great? This floral ring was, remember, 82 in the baguettes, 50 points in the rounds, and that one's also $24.99, and that's what it looks like on the hand. Still has that split shank leading up to the floral, which then has the different distinctive levels of petals. And I love a good levels of petals, right? We love how they go up and down, all around the piece. And that's going to be $24.99 as well. So huge value there. And then if anybody would like the bracelet, we'll take one last look at this bracelet. 18K solid. Look how thick and heavy that is, even from the sides. Got this great hinge, smooth on one side, the button release on the other. Makes it super easy to take on and actually put on and take off. And here it is up close one more time, and we'll get you the brand new reduction in the price tag, which is going to go oh so low. It's not even $20,000. So we went from 40 to 30 to 20, and then now the magic happens. Because right now we're taking it way lower than that. You are not spending $20,000 or $19,999. Huge opportunity here for my big bracelet lovers. This is the ultimate in big bracelets. No question about it. And it's not even going to be, how about this, $15,000? We're going under that for the first time ever. It's $14,999. And so much of that 18 karat gold, if that's not a statement piece, I don't know what is. It's the ultimate of statement pieces, that's for sure. So do let me know. It is really best for a little bit smaller than average size wrist, I would say, whether that's a 6.5, 6 3/4, up to a 7. It will fit a 7-inch wrist, but honestly, it's meant to be. It's meant to sit closer to the wrist so that you've got that big ornamental design that faces always forward. So it's really, really beautiful. Enjoy it if you get it. And we're going to be moving right along. Got a few pieces left from our first hour. If you're curious or want to ask about those, please do. That's the bracelet. We've never seen it for under $15,000 until now. So a nice hefty discount for you as we have arrived at our top of the hour. There's a brand new yellow diamond necklace too, to see that is really stunning, pendant chain, all of that. And our top of the hour is going to be a fabulous, unheated, untreated tanzanite. Okay, you ready for this? Welcome to the show. We're a minute past the top of the hour. That bracelet is something. It's very special. Enjoy it if you get it. Call us on any of those last designer diamond rings. Those were everything we have remaining from the entire inventory from that designer. So it's time to get them for yourself. Ask about them if you want any questions answered at all, if you need a little bit of extra time, but they're going. So very important. Don't forget, we have a really special 2 hours left tonight. So glad you're with us. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON, and we've got a live show here. So we are ready to take requests if you have them as well. Get those in. Let us know what you'd like to see. If there's something you need to see recap from hour number 1, we're happy to do that. But I'm going to show you something that I know has been, it's been a little lull between these stones because it was a few months, well, probably about a month ago, that I brought you our unheated zoisites. You may remember actually there were 2 days. It was like a 2-part special and debut because day 1 had all the pinky golden stones that were zoisites. And then after that, we brought the new ones that were the blue and the greens together. The beautiful look of the blue greens, which are kind of like, I want to call them mermaid stones. They're so pretty. But this is actually going to be our last. And it's something that, unlike the other ones, is a little bit more simple and straightforward, the 1 carat stone. Therefore, it's going to be a lot more affordable because these stones are really kind of the tipping point of what's the ultimate rarity in tanzanite right now, because pretty much everything that has ever been mined from the one mine in the world is heated. Yes, it's all natural material. But like most every gemstone in the world, it gets heat treatment right off the bat. That's the rough material gets mined. As it's excavated, the rough material gets heated to maximize the color. And then you have, of course, the faceting, the polishing, and then, of course, setting a beautiful jewelry is what we do. What you have here ends up being, in turn, something we don't get to talk about that often because there's just very little of it. But the truth is, it's actually, from a percentage basis and from a number standpoint, it's actually more rare than even blue wing block D, because most everything that's ever been mined is getting heat treatment. I mean, since 1967, when it was discovered, all the way till now, that'll likely continue until whenever the end point is, when it's completely mined out, which some say 5 years, some say 10, some say 20. It just varies. We'll know when we know. We'll know when it happens. But what's so amazing about this is it is really ideal for the zoisite and tanzanite collectors, because chances are you might have a lighter or a darker tanzanite. You might already have some tanzanite. Chances are, if you've been shopping with us for the last few years, you have blue wing block D, which is considered the best saturation, the best neon, the red flash. But what you probably don't have is an all-natural, from its purest state, natural blue-green zoisite. It's got multiple colors when it doesn't get heat treatment. Not every time, but some of those more specialty stones that are all natural, no treating, no heating, they have multiple colors. And we're going to see it. I got to come back in because we had that huge bracelet. But look at this. This is where back into ring depth we go. And you can see here the magic of when you get a stone that has no treatment whatsoever, no heating. And you see how it's a more, still got your blues and purple colors in it, which is traditional. But you see it has a beautiful green blue, almost think Paraiba color. And that's happening. And look at how beautiful the greens almost go through the blues there. So you really see this kind of like, it's like a shimmering iridescence. It's very oceanic in its coloring. It's really pretty, but it's also extremely rare. And I would encourage you here at this top of the hour, the reason we're highlighting it right now is because it is our only one left. All the bigger stones are gone from that debut day. It's also a 1 carat 01, so it's 112-3787, and it's a 1 carat 01 stone. And then look at that oval. And it's in a classic mounting. We had to make sure it's a classic mounting. Didn't want to get too crazy with it because this is just something you want to have forever. You never want to tire of it. You never want to have it be outside the realm of possibility of like what everyone can wear. We want to open up the door to rarity, and it's got 45 points in those diamonds that are extending around it. So you've got that almost 3-stone look. I always think of it first like a 3-stone style, as if all the stones have the halos around them, and then still giving you a couple rows in diamonds down the sides there as well, so that everything is complete about it. It's just all complete. And here it is just from a comparison basis. This is our blue wing block D, because I do have one. I actually have two tonight, and that one is my ultimate blue wing block D square cushion. Then I've got a smaller version. We're going to see both tonight in the show because I did not want to go through a Monday markdown show without them. So I rushed to get these in, but look at that. That's the difference, which again, you don't ever see any of the blue greens in the blue wings. That's really where you start to see the reds. Here is where you get with the natural. You really have to have the natural and heated material to get any of those green colors, and not all of them have that. So it's something crucial to keep in mind. You might see unheated material. And a lot of the truth is most of the block C material looks like this now. A lot of the block C, just what you see out of the ground from modern era, anything recent, most of it has this type of color to it, but without the blue greens. So usually a lighter blue to a lavender color without any of the green aspects to it. That's why this is so special and so unique, and why we recommend you get one before they're gone, because I don't know if we're ever going to have them again. It's all just found in private collections. This is really, I mean, I'd love to know the story, and I don't have the actual history of this stone, but in the past there have been very unique circumstances that have led to why those stones kind of escaped, right? Why that rough material didn't get the heating as they all do now. Because for a long, long time, we realized that the maximum color saturation would deliver a higher per carat value. So pretty much that's been the rule of thumb through Tanzania, is everything that's mined goes straight to that heating to maximize. Every color material, every rough material is going to have a different capability. Some can get darker than others. That's why we love our blue wing block Ds. They're the only ones that give us the red flashes. But other material, you have a result here that by heating most everything, this is what's ultimately rare. This is what many people are not going to have. We have a price tag here, and it's a good one. It's a $59.99 piece. That's more on par with what we were seeing on the 2 and the 3 carats the first time around. So what I need to do is make sure that this is a little smaller stone. I would love to invite you in on a quiet Monday to get something special and different that you may not have thought we would even ever have again, because that's kind of where we're at with this material. So instead of $59.99, get ready, because I'm going to blow it out right now. We're going to say congratulations to the first caller that says yes, and you're going to be the lucky one. And then there will be everybody else who's probably real upset they missed out. But that's why we say come on in early. It's not something we expect to see again. It's this beautiful look. I'm going to try it on where you can see it's classic. This is also a stackable. So if you want to add a lot more diamond weight and you've got Wonder Rings sitting at home in your collection, add to this one. It's a beautiful one to add and stack alongside with Wonder Rings. It works really, really well because it's got some elevation to the way it's set. It's not $59.99. Take a look at this. Huge value coming your way. That's what it should be. These are the ultimate rarity. I don't know where else you're going to even find one available, regardless of the price. Think about how much you might have to pay if you did, just because it is so exclusive and rare. I want to make this affordable. And you know what I'm going to do right now? We're going to have some fun with it, and we're going to put it on the auction block. And I'm going to get away from $3,000, which is your half off price. We're going to get away from $25,000. Because I just know that we may have a little, for a while, it may not get real busy. So we got to make sure everybody is ready to go and gets that huge value you want. And better yet, try it. If you don't have it, try it. Because a lot of you have said, I'm proud. I'm a collector of tanzanite thanks to TVON. And I've collected 4, 5, 10, 30 blue wing block Ds. But what you might not have is that unheated material, which we're offering right now. And it's not going to be $25,000 or $2,000. We're not starting at $1,500. I want to get everyone in. Let's get that participation going. Let's get everybody a chance. Because that otherwise is one of those that only is available to a handful of collectors that have a lot of funds. And instead, we're just going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to make it $1,000 to start and only a $10 increment only. You cannot buy the gold mounting for that price. Keep in mind. It would be 45 points in the diamonds around it, yes. It's got those beautiful blue greens with those beautiful lavenders and lilacs and periwinkle blues as well. And we have no open. Now, we didn't run a 60-second clock, but I also know that there's only less than 2 hours and we have a lot of jewelry to show you. So how about this? And maybe, who knows, maybe we'll have a request or two. I hope so. I hope you'll give us a request if you have one. We even have Alexandrite stud earrings today, so it definitely is. It's a rare show. It's a definite day where you don't want to miss a moment because who knows what you're going to see. We didn't expect to see any more blue wing block Ds. I got 2 of those, and then we've got this fabulous unheated material as well. So it's definitely a night for the tanzanite lovers out there. But we're going to skip $1,000 and we're just going to blow it out. And I'm going to reward those of you that are, well, the one of you that's fastest on the phone lines that can dial in early, because it's $999. I'm giving the ring away. The mounting is made by us, our factory here on site in Los Angeles, California, and it costs more to make the mounting. That's what happens. And now I'm on a Monday night where I just got to sell it. I got to make sure it goes, and I got to make sure it goes quickly because we have all this other jewelry to get to. So I can't be spending tons of time on auctions that don't get open. So here we go. That's going to be $999 only. Let me know if you'd like it. It's for one caller. It can be changed in the gold color as well. And I'll give it 60 seconds, Tony. I think that'll be enough. Getting rid of the auction. It's going to take too much time anyways. So if you can be fast and first, you are rewarded with a $999 price tag. Let's be quick, and then we've got our turquoise pendant. Did that confuse everybody? What happened to the auction? Well, nothing happened on the auction. So I got rid of it. I just said, skip it, and let's just sell it. Cheaper, better. That's what it's all about. You can get an unheated, untreated blue-green tanzanite that looks, to be honest, I mean, I hate to say this, but there's a lot of block C material that doesn't look this good. It's got the colors we would see from a tanzanite right now out of the current deposit that's being mined. There's only one portion of the mine that's left. So let me explain this, because if nothing else, if we're not going to sell anything, let's educate, right? Let's pretend you paid a good, like, $2,000 to take a course, right? At a university or at GIA. I mean, right? I'm, I've studied there. I give a few little talks there here and then when I can get down and away from Los Angeles and get away from the show for a second. But I got to tell you, this is just a little bit of knowledge to take with you. There's only one block producing tanzanite any longer. This will be the case till it's mined out completely. It's block C. Block C only has a capability of producing lighter material. The interesting thing about this unheated material, which is from a long time ago, this is from a collection that we acquired that's from mining that happened about 17, 18 years ago. So just for the record, even before Block D, before our blue wings were mined, this was mined. So that's the important thing, and that's why we don't see a lot of it. This material right now that has no heat treating whatsoever, none, where most tanzanite does, this color is even a little bit more saturated naturally than what you see right now after Block C material is heated. Block C material is just lighter in general. So this actually, to start, gives you a much better saturation than what you typically see from Block C today. The difference is Block C today will not have any blue greens to it. That is not something that happens with heating. So when you have a natural stone that's unheated, that's when you sometimes get those blue-green elements, and that's what this oval has. So it is a collector's piece. So just to keep that in mind and to kind of figure out where does this fall in the spectrum of rarity of tanzanite, this one source, this one mine that's generational stone because it was only discovered in 1967. And now here in the next few years, it's going to be done and gone. So that's a huge reason why if you're especially a collector of tanzanite, you have to get one of these, and then you'll have your kind of complete set. Then you have really what ranges in everything you need to have the full breadth of tanzanite that's ever been mined. I mean, you probably have some of the Block C from previous, shopping experiences, maybe prior to TVON and our Blue Wing Block Ds that we've had. So this is important to take advantage of. And we've got it for you if you'd like it. And then we're going to move right along because we've got a lot more to show you. We do have those really, really special Alexandrite earrings. I've got this, I love this turquoise pendant, so I'm going to show that next. It's a quick one-only designer piece, and we'll share it with you right now. It is an enormous Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's 112-3667 here. And then get ready, we will have Blue Wing Block Ds. So if you're saying, nope, not interested in the unheated, I want to see that Blue Wing Block D, well, we have two tonight that I had to pull a lot of strings to get here, and that means we won't be seeing much more of it in the future going forward. So here it is. This is our gorgeous 18 karat gold setting, and it's a very large, almost medallion feel. This is, I have a ring that matches this identically from a very big designer that I purchased before I was actually in the jewelry biz. I went to a designer and bought a turquoise ring long before I knew what I was doing because I was in the sports business then. And this is a lot like the design, I will tell you that. And it's going to be a 16 by 12 millimeter stone. So unfortunately, I don't have a carat weight, but by looking at it and having, one or two turquoises in my day, I would estimate this carat weight to be right around probably 10 to 12 carats. It's a very good size oval, that's for sure. And then it's 40 points in the diamonds as well. So those go all the way around in the pave, including, of course, you're getting also the little bit of extra in the bail, which is going to be that round bail that's got the pave as well. That looks great. And that is all one fabulous piece. Let me show you how it's finished so you can see there. It's actually going to be set down. This is really what's considered a bezel setting here. And it's going to be that big look. Now, 18 karat gold. Don't see that a lot in pendants. We have been lately, just because we've been working with this great top designer who works in a lot of really precious metal. Take a look at it from a distance away. And now we're going to give you, boy, what I wouldn't give to have April be here and show you that ring. That ring is coming up, by the way, not my signet ring, because you guys know that. That's been here and it's always here. But the diamond band I'm wearing that I'm already getting questions about is coming up a week from tonight. Actually, a week from right at this moment. We will have that diamond band for you. But I wanted to show you first. Here is 1.25 inches in top to bottom length here on your turquoise. I'll show it on the neckline coming up next for you so you can see the size from a distance and the color. It's really about the color because a good turquoise is really second to none. There's very few ways to top a really good quality turquoise, and that's what's on full display here as we take another look back up close and get you a better value. It's a good size bail, by the way, so actually your bail is going to kind of stem right into that the halo, so it's going to give you lots of room even for your bigger chains and all of that. Then we kind of prop it up here to show you again, and we're going to make this easy. It's going to be, wow, let's blow it out right now. It's supposed to be $29.99, got a brand new price tag that I could not be more excited about, keeping in mind there's only one, and it's going to be, make it $13.99 instead. Send it on out. It's going to give me a little extra liberty here considering there's no carat weight, so I can drop that down in price for you because it's a millimeter size and not a carat weight. So great chance to pick that one up. And then I do have the Paraíba My favorite stones are here in, look at this. We got Paraíba, we got turquoise. Oh my goodness, they're like sisters, one being opaque and one being transparent. That Paraíba is the Paraíba. Out of everything in our collection, that's the one I would go with. I mean it, it's a 204, it's incredibly priced. Let me know if you want to know more about it. Then we're going to get to our yellow diamond necklace that's new, that comes with the chain, and it's graded. Oh, this is rare. We don't see many yellow diamond heart shapes that are graded. So let's take a look at this next. And this is going to be one that does come with the chain. And wait till you see this. And it's a long chain, by the way. It's a longer chain. Look at this. Oh, yellow diamonds. 2 different tones of yellow diamonds. This is my best of all worlds piece. Now, I'm holding it by the bail. So that diamond piece up top is going to be the top north end of your pendant. But just for the sake of getting close up to 112-3572, I'm going to show you a piece that is sure to go in a hurry. And we've all seen heart-shaped jewelry before, especially pendants. This is the centerpiece, is a heart-shaped diamond. Forget about making gold in a heart shape. We're going ultra luxury here. Platinum piece entirely. 72 points on the heart shape alone. Let's come in even closer here. They're all yellow diamonds. Everything you see that's yellow. It's just the difference is we went with 2 tones here. We went with a lighter yellow in the heart shape, which is our nearly 3/4 carat, and that's created as a VVS2. That's the lighter yellow. Then you have 38 points of all the extra cascading diamonds, whether it's the pave or the cascade of diamonds below it, which are the white diamonds, the yellow diamonds, and you see that's that brighter, more vivid tone. So everything you see, plus there's an 18-inch rope chain. Let me show it from a distance so you get a feel for it, because that's also in platinum and it's also adjustable. So there's your pendant from a distance, which almost looks, it's really, I think, intended where the body of the pendant itself almost is looking like half a heart. And then it's like this cascade of diamonds that's extending from the base on down. This chain is one of the heavier chains I've seen us work with here. It's a rope chain, but it's also diamond cut. It is also adjustable. So it's an 18-inch platinum chain. And yes, platinum chain. Where do you find that? Platinum chain that's adjustable. It's got that sliding bar that's going to make it easy to adjust from 18 inches on down. Here it is from a distance away, where it is 1 1/8 inches or so. I'll show it on the neckline. We only have one, and what a gift idea this would be for someone, a loved one, right? When you want something very special, just inherently unique and different. Bold, specialty. The total diamond weight here in the yellows I can't give you, because the 38 points is the white and the yellow round brilliance, but that 72-point VVS center is significant. Let's take another look at it close up. I am going to make sure this goes. So instead of this $49.99 price tag that it deserves, and it really deserves that, you don't get many VVS diamonds here. VS is our average and our normal, and that is a very high-end quality to see amongst the world. This is a step up, and we're not doing 49. I need a caller. And we're going to show you how important it is, why dialing early is the way to go, why that is going to be the difference maker, why that takes you from spectator to shopper, why it takes you from jewelry lover to collector. Because the first caller's taking it, nobody else will. And it's not 49, 39, 29, no way. This is a 72-point VVS center yellow, natural diamonds. So are the brighter stones. They all are. They're all natural stones. It's not going to be $29.99 either. We still have our turquoise here. And now we've got this necklace, but this comes with the chain, and that is platinum. You know there are places in this world that you could buy just that chain. Look at the diamond cut rope chain you have. That little cylinder, that's your adjustable. That end cap, that charm, is going to be what dangles if you use a length shorter than 18 inches. You've got a chain you can use with a lot of different things. I'm blowing it out right now. It's not even going to be $29.99. We already have 2 callers. You know what? I shouldn't do this. But I'm here on a Monday night to make you absolutely thrilled, not just with the pieces, with the pricing. And it's not even $2,500. I don't know if anybody who gives away platinum like we do. It's true. We give away platinum, and I'm doing it right now. But I'm throwing in big yellow diamonds with it, which shouldn't be happening, and it's not even $25.99. I'm blowing it out. Let's make it $1,999 first caller. And that will go. Has no choice but to go, because you would pay more for just the 72-point yellow. It's a VVS stone. It's incredible. Really is. You can. Thank you so much. Turquoise pendant just sold. And now we're looking for a home on the yellow diamond pendant and chain. Full necklace for you. Enjoy it. Okay. And now, for my next trick, we're going to get to our men's ring. Actually, I think we need to bring out that blue wing that I flashed. And then don't forget, Alexandrite stud earrings. I don't remember us having Alexandrite stud earrings in their classic sense. One of the most valuable stones in the world will be brought to you here tonight at a super affordable price tag. So tell an Alexandrite lover, and let's not wait any longer for our Mr. Mister. And I call it that because it's MR. That means Museum Reserve. Welcome to the best tanzanite I have left in our collection. It's here, it's now, and it's not going to last. Promise you, there's no way this sticks around. It's time to get on the phone lines because you know how limited they are. I announced over the weekend that unfortunately the whole weekend shows were planned. And on Saturday, I mentioned that we didn't have anything scheduled for a Blue Wing Block D on Sunday, nor did we have anything for Monday. And I made sure that I worked on that to change that because I did not want to go through these couple of days here before April without Blue Wing Block Ds. When we hit April, which is a week from today, it is likely we're going to be done with our Blue Wing Block D collection. So, likely. That's really crucial to remember. Just keep that in mind. If you don't have one yet, if you are collecting, if you want to get one before they're gone, I have basically the same shape coming up, and I'm going to show it to you because I have a 511 that's the same square cushion cut. But if you want to go larger with this ideal red flash, because this is our Museum Reserve 8 karat 86, this is the one and only. This is a fabulous way to go. But again, it's going to fly. And we got to make sure you're ready for it because obviously nothing else that I can do to bring you anything else in the Blue Wing Block Ds. What can we do? It's a private collection. When it's gone, it's gone. Nothing we can do to just make more appear. You can't go out. It's not like you can go to a wholesaler and buy more. What we have is what we have. This is the chance to pick it up. This would be item number 112, 3313. And our yellow diamond piece, by the way, is still here if you'd like it. So keep that in mind. But again, a lot of pieces are going just after the fact. So just dial in quickly and you'll be sure to get those pieces before somebody else does. But this is the one that's got a huge diamond weight to go with it. That is 1 carat 52 in VS diamonds all the way around it. Let me show you what's coming up just so you know whether to think about this one or to wait because they're similar enough where I think that, you know, might as well, that's Museum Reserve as well. Hello. That's the 886. Here's the 511. So that is what's coming up, and we'll bring it to you in just a few. But the 886 has got to go first. And I'm here to make it easy for you. Boy, that's really, I didn't think anything, like I was a little worried about putting those side by side, to be honest with you, just because this stone is such a miracle piece, and yet identical. You even saw the red flashes on each. Identical. They really are. This is important material. Take advantage of it. One only here, though, so nothing I can do to bring you another. Obviously, the 511 is going to have a little lighter diamond weight. It's going to be about half, so keep that in mind. The lighter diamond weight will be 86 points on the next one, but don't wait. One only. It's going to go. We know that. It does have a interesting, usually the 886s, anything that's in the 8-9 carat, usually in the Museum Reserve, they tend to be at the same price tag. They start at $99.99 without fail. Interestingly enough, this stone is so exceptional. This stone actually started at $12,999. It's right here on the back. I don't know if you guys can read that from where you are. I'll show it to you. It says $13,000 for this particular stone because it's just that really extra premium color. And it is a nearly 9 carat. And it's got so much red. Now remember, if you're seeing that much red from where you are at home, when it's positioned under those spotlights, when we're real up close to it and it's in this environment, just imagine what neon stones need is they don't need much. They don't need a lot of light. They're neon. They have the ability to glow with lesser light. So when you see it in real life, normal lighting, like at home or at your office or outside, you're at that Sunday brunch or what have you, and you're outside in the sunlight, right? It's springtime and summertime and you're in normal lighting, this stone is going to look even better there than it is here on camera. on that wheel, sitting right there. And you probably are thinking, no, there's no way. It can't look better than that. It does. It really, truly does. We're going to try it on the hand, show you all the great finishing and the way that's done on the inside to support that stone, lift it up off the hand, give it a lot of light, give it a nice elevation. And then we're going to show it to you here on the hand. I mean, what is going on? What is happening on the very, very outside? Look at 9 o'clock there. Look at the reds. Forget about a fuchsia pink. It's downright bright reds coming through every single corner aspect all the way to the very, very sides of the stone. Here's what it looks like on. Still seeing the reds. It's actually a little darker over here when I try it on. So you're really seeing even more of that prominent red now. And we have one, and there's nobody on the phone lines. Does that have anything to do with the $13,000 price tag? But you know I'm going lower than that. You know I have to, right? There's no way it's going to stick around. And here we go. You probably showed up tonight looking for a great per carat price on a really special stone. I've got it. And it's not going to be even $99.99. A free little $3,000 back in your pocket right away. And then we'll get to that 5 carat 11 as promised. But this is the way to get the big one. You know who you are. You know what suits you better. You know if you're more of a 9 carat or a 5 carat person, or maybe you're trying to collect different levels of tanzanite before they're gone. This is the moment to do it. It's not even going to be $99.99. We're going half off that discounted price. $4,999. You know what? Let's go even lower than that. I'm here to bring you the lowest per carat price we see. That's what I'm here to do. We want to make the magic happen. And this is how we do it. There's a lot of diamond weight here. That's the other thing. That's not free. Or is it? Oh, wait, it is. Because of what we do with the pricing, actually the diamond weight, no matter how large, is free. So there's that too. We are giving you diamonds and gold for free. I've got one. We are going to be in a sad state of affairs here in the next couple of days when we're saying, sorry, there's no more left. I'm sorry, there's no more left. And I'm sorry, there's no more left. I mean, that's going to be a sentence I'm going to have to basically say going forward for who knows how long. But we're going to be saying that every single day from here on out once these are gone. So don't wait. Don't think back of those times of the woulda, shoulda, coulda, you know what I mean? Or those buyer's remorse that we have reverse buyer's remorse around here, where it's that the things we don't buy that we really regret. It's the things that haunt us, or the ones that we miss out on, or that we don't get, that we know went to someone else and we know they go, and we know the price is right. That's not the issue. It's just a matter of limitations on the quality, which limits us as to how many we can have for everybody. And it's not going to be $49.99 either. There's 2 callers on the line. It's probably going to be gone right here and now. I'm taking an additional discount though before we do, so that we can make this even more affordable right now and save you an extra $1,000 and make it $39.99 first caller. And then we might as well get to our 511, shouldn't we? It's already bottom of the hour. We're halfway through the show. We can bring out the 511 next, and then we'll be done with our blue wings for the day. And forever, likely. I mean, there's just nothing left. This is it. This is go time. And that is a fabulous value. Oh, it's already sold. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And then, shall we? Let's go right to it. Now, for those of you that are on the lines right now that missed out, the next best thing. It's like the little sister, but not little. 112-3294 is coming up now. And it's the 511. Not waiting for it. We're just going to go one to the next. Might as well give you the opportunity right now to get our last of the day, one of our last all time. And this is that 511 with the 86 points in the diamonds that we mentioned. It is the identical look-alike. Look at that. Look at the reds going all the way out to the very, very edge. It's still museum reserve. There aren't many of the 5 carat sizes that were ever deemed museum reserve. True. You know that. You've watched the show. You understand. This one is. And yet it's got the halo of diamonds. So it's a square cushion again. Same cut. Same colors. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if those 2 stones that we've seen now back-to-back consecutively were literally from the same rough. There's just such a similarity in the neon and the reds here. It is amazing. And then what you have is a split shank with the diamonds continuing right down the middle, leading right up to that classic halo, showing off the square cushion, rare cutting you have. It is going, well, we just saw that one go, and I know there were 3 people already on the lines that missed out on that last 886. Not to mention the people that hadn't called yet because the price tag, they were waiting and waiting and waiting to see where it go. This is your moment. And you know, just to make this really interesting here, we're going to go ahead and put this on the auction block because here's why. It's an $89.99 price tag. Sound familiar? Well, look at this. Here it is. This is, again, this is that. It's not the 8 carat. This is the 511. $89.99. Started at $16,000. Went to $89.99. That's $1,000 less than museum reserves usually are. But that's because it's a 511 and not an 8 or 9 carat. So makes all the sense in the world. You know, if you watch the show, that's where it should be, that's where it should stay, that's where it should be gone. We're going to do better than $89.99. I'm going to put this on the auction block because I know we had a lot of people miss out. There were so many people on the phone lines that just missed out because it was a matter of seconds and they just didn't say sold fast enough. So it went to the first caller, as it tends to do. Now we're going to turn around and say, for anybody who wasn't on the phone lines or missed out, here's your next best opportunity. Here's the next best piece. Here's the next best set. And yet it's going to be better than $8,999. That's what the auction allows me to do, is take it lower than that price tag. It should very well be tonight, and take it extremely low so we can open up the Blue Wing Block D door to one and all, give you a chance to own it, get a special moment here, take advantage of it. You're not going to see these going forward. The square cushions, done, gone. This is it, and it's a 511. And it's still museum reserve, which we know we have not seen many in that size get deemed, because usually you know the drill, right? The bigger stones are usually the ones that have the really extra neon pop and glow. It's the big stones that get you more color. So there aren't, and again, we're not going to call it museum reserve just to name it that. It's got to have the colors that make it worthy of that definition. I mean, this is about stones that were literally put aside for museums. I mean, that's why they're called museum reserve. They were set aside at the very day one of the collection being unveiled. The top stones, it was very easy to differentiate at that point with all the stones in front of you, which stones were the actual best. Those are the ones that got set aside. They were hand-selected, set aside. Those were the ones that were labeled right then and there as the ones that would be circulating through the museums of the world. After all of you got your stones, there were obviously, we felt committed and responsible and really, quite frankly, obligated to take our stones, a couple of them at least, and really have those on display in the museums, because museums should have the best in the world. And if they don't have Blue Wing Block D on display, then they really don't have the best in the world, do they? So we felt the need to put a few aside to say those are going to be the ones that make the rounds in the world of museums after we sell them all out. Well, there's been such a demand that they have now been released to all of you at home. So you have a chance to get a museum reserve stone, which are the very tippy top, highest percentage, highest quality, and they're right here, and it's happening right now. Take a look. It's not going to be even $89.99. We have nobody on the phone lines. Are the people that missed out on the previous one upset? And they hung up and said, never mind, I'm not gonna even stick around. I don't even want to see the smaller stone. I really want you to be able to get something special, and we're going to take away that $9,000 price tag to open up the opportunity to everybody, and it's not going to be $8,000. Actually, if we did $8,900 and we went half of that, that'd be $45,000. So that'd be a really nice place to start actually in the auction, but I'm not going to do that either because that's not going to work tonight. It's a markdown Monday. We got to make sure everything goes, and that's exactly what's happening. So instead of even $45,000 or $4,000, how about $35,000 or $3,000 would make it a whole lot more interesting. And then we get it at home. Let's try it on the hand here so you can see what it looks like from a distance away. And it's going to be $3,000. You know what? I just lost. I had a couple people on the phone lines. They're gone. And look at the reds all the way. What's interesting is to me that I've not seen before, as I'm moving it, I just had to stop and just take note of the fact that it almost looks like there's like ripples of water or waves that are happening at the top and the bottom of the stone as we're looking at it, east to west, at the north and south. You see there's like this really shimmering effect where it looks almost like little red waves are running east to west through the stone. And then as you see it move, we still see those pops of red that go all the way to the very, very outsides of the stone, just like the 886 did. We have no open at $3,000. Well, you know what? I hope we're there. I hope we've got everybody a Blue Wing who wants one. I continue to just be hopeful that that's the case and that we're not going to get those calls for months on end, that everyone's here and aware that these are running low and running out, and we're going to get everybody the one they want. And that's, I'm hoping we're there where everybody's pretty satisfied with their Blue Wing collection at this point. But if you want another, or if you're gifting one, remember there's nothing I can create, there's nothing I can make, There's no customizations possible. This is it. This is last call, and we don't have an open at $3,000. So my goodness, we're going to make it even more interesting. I was going to run a 60-second clock and say bye-bye, but you know what I'm going to do instead? We're going to go a lot lower on the open, and that way we're going to make sure it goes. Got to do it. Sometimes certain days call for bigger discounts. Monday nights usually do. So that's why we call it Monday night markdowns anyways, and we're going to do that right now, even on our very most precious Blue Wing Block D 511. Cushion cut square. I don't think there's anything else like a cushion cut square. You know why? You still get an extra flash like you would a round, but sometimes the extra flash that you get in a round takes away or negates some of the red flashes, and we never want that to happen, because that is, after all, what differentiates a Block D regular stone from a Block D that's Blue Wing variety. Because other people have Block Ds. I've sold Block Ds before, like long before, you know, like before Blue Wing Block Ds got here. I was always selling Block Ds. You guys know, if you've watched me for any bit of the 22 years I've been doing this on TV, I've always sold Block D tanzanites, even prior to the Blue Wing Block Ds. So this is a higher level. This is the way to get it. We're not doing 29, 28, 27, 26. I mean, I really want to get you in. And we're about to say farewell. And I find the square cushions, you're still in that exotic category of cutting. You have the flecks and flashes you would get from a round, or a trillion. So for those of you like myself who love sparkle, this gives it to you. But it doesn't take away the ultimate neons and the bright reds that we want to see from this stone. And we're going to go $10 increments, by the way, because I want to make that easy. We don't want to get outside the realm of what we usually do that makes it such a success here to dial in on these auctions. And let me tell you, you don't have a ton of competition tonight. That's very helpful when it comes to an auction. It's probably the big reason why I had to even lower the $3,000 open as I'm doing, is because we don't have a lot of callers tonight so far. And you know what? It'll probably heat up in the last hour, but this is happening prior to that. So let's make it even better than $2,600. We'll start the bidding at $2,500 only on a 511. 511 and 86 points in VS Diamonds. You choose your gold color. You choose your ring size. I'm going to get it from our doorstep to yours for free. And take a look at it. We're going to give it 60 seconds, Tony. And let's see if we have an open here, because we are looking right now. And I got to try it on again. Yes, I don't even know. Yes, I did. But I want to try it on again, because you're asking about that. Let me see if we can try this on the hand again so everyone can see it. And yes, there's that split shank with the diamonds right down the middle. Love that bigger halo you have. That's where, by the way, most of your diamond weight, the diamonds on the sides are quite a bit smaller. So most of the diamond weight of your 86 points is in that halo there, that nice big frame. I just have not seen. We noticed together. Remember when they were together? Remember when it was side by side with the 886? The 511 and the 886 were side by side together. Remember that? And the colors were identical. Remember that? The reds were identical. This is very impressive. We're looking for 25. Here it is on the hand again as we're verifying our open. Let's see if we've got it. And we have 15 seconds left to make it official here. Look at that. I mean, it got better because it's just a little darker over here. I'm not even going to block a light above me, and look at that. That's more of like I'm simulating right now what you can expect at home, because you see that's full light. Already from the close-up here where it sits on the wheel to my hand, it's a little bit different angle that gives you a little lesser light. But then I go in and block the light. Now, why would anybody want to do that? Well, a neon stone doesn't need a lot of light. This is why we always say it's going to look better in person than it is on camera. When was the last time you shot something off of TV outside of TVON and you were overly impressed? It exceeded your expectation. Because let's face it, I'm an online shopper. Someone just asked me this question today. When was the last time you bought something in a store? I was really, truly stumped. I mean, besides like necessities, toiletries, groceries, right? Like accessories, clothing, something you wear, something for your, something you put on your body. I couldn't actually recall. I'm an online shopper. Been that way for years, many years. And you know what? As an online shopper, or if you're a TV shopper, when you're buying something that you can't actually touch and see before you get it, a lot of times you can be left a little underwhelmed, right? Never would happen here. Never would happen here. We have the open at 25, yes? We've got the open. We've got the open at 25. And I don't know of any stone in particular that is more of an exemplary illustration of that than our Blue Wing Block Ds. I've heard it once if I've heard it a million times. It's over and over and over. Pretty much everyone who gets one messages, reach out and said, you know what? I didn't think it could look any better. I didn't believe you. I thought it was a line. I thought it was just you selling me something. I thought it was just you blowing smoke saying it's going to look better. And I thought there's no way because it looks so darn good. But then you get it at home and you realize, oh my goodness, she's not kidding. The demand would not be at the high level it is for Blue Wing Block D if it weren't that case, if it weren't that way. This is that specialty stone. We have $2,500. We have one bidder. We're looking for $2,510 or more. Power bids are welcome, but hey, it's just a matter of getting in. We're going to give it a final call because I think that's where we're at. The writing's on the wall here, and suddenly a museum reserve 511. That's one of the, usually again, the smaller stones, meaning 511s, 5 carats, 5 carats, 6 carats, 7 carats, don't usually have a museum reserve label. This one was set aside 5 years, 3 months ago, and a couple days. Because this debuted, well, it got here December 18th of 2018. So it's been a little over 5 years and a few months that we've had this material, and here we are, almost completely sold out of the collection. Very few remaining, very few left. This is why we're making sure you know that, so you're ready to go, so you're not missing out, because if you do, I don't know what we're going to have. I don't think we're going to have any tanzanite because it's going to be very difficult to stand up here and get behind anything that's less than the best. And anything that's outside of Blue Wing Block D would be less than the best. We've just been so fortunate to bring it to you. I'm so glad we have one here tonight. We weren't even supposed to. I worked a little extra magic here yesterday afternoon after the show and tonight before the show to try and get some Blue Wing Block D for our big Sunday and Monday here consecutively, and I did. Yesterday's was a 1 carat, not museum reserve. Tonight now we've had 2. The 886 was gone immediately, and now this is what we have. And there's no more. There's nothing else tonight. This is it. This is the Blue Wing Block D. This is it. So here we go. We're going to give it a final 2 minutes because that's going to wrap up our auction. We're at $2,500 only. Who figured? I mean, maybe a Monday night, not the best night to be doing this, but here it is. It's happening. It's yours for the taking. It's last call. It's last chance. You got to call and make it yours. Are you ready? 2 minutes. All we ask, and this is, I'm speaking to our new shoppers here that maybe have never shopped TVON before, maybe never watched TVON much before. These live auctions are just that. They're live auctions. You're competing against your fellow shoppers all across the country and beyond. And that means we are about to wrap this thing up. And in 2 minutes' time, it's going to be sold to our top bidder. If you want that to be you instead of our bidder that's on the line at 25, you call us within the 2 minutes and you got to hustle to the phones because that 2 minute clock accounts for delays and whatnot. So this is where you need to be on the phone lines ready to go or else you're missing out. And we don't want that to happen with as few that we have left to go around. I can't just say, don't worry, there will be another. I can't say that. Usually for the last 5 years, that's what I've said. You missed out, don't worry, there will be another. Now we don't have that luxury to say that or offer that going forward. So here's your last call. We're going to give it a final 2 minutes and all you have to do is dial that phone number well before the 2 minute clock ends, and then we're going to take your bids. See where it ends up. Top bidder gets it. It's only a $10 increment. You cannot touch this price. And this is the real fun of it, is that even if you're shopping the regular, basic, not so great material, you're spending more. You can't get a 5 carat plus in washed out lilac block C material for $2,500. That's less than a 1 per carat price, meaning a one carat stone. What you're paying per carat is more than that for a loose stone. This one's set up in gold, your choice of gold color. If you don't like white gold, blame the designers. That's what they chose. You can choose yellow. You can choose rose. There's no extra charge for that. Get your ring size. Get it shipped to your doorstep from us to you. Don't pay tax if you live in any state outside of California. So that's how it works. This is the time to get in. Let's take a last look at it and we'll see where we're going. Okay, final call 2 minutes and then I'll try it on again. Reminder, this is Museum Reserve, one of the few of this size range that we've had with that distinctive qualification. And we have 1:45 left. Here's what it looks like on the hand again. You're in last call. It's all going to wrap up in a matter of 90 seconds from right now. Uh-oh. Come on in. Let's make this really good. I mean, the price couldn't be better. It really can't. It's supposed to be $89.99 right there. That's the was. That was happening just a few moments ago. Look at the reds coming through. That's with full light still. Watch me block the light. It's like the solar eclipse of the studio right here. Oh man, there it goes. And then just like that, there it goes by. I've been a part of solar eclipses before. I've seen them before. They're fascinating. It's amazing to witness. Never thought I'd have the chance to do one right here, but there it is, the simulation of the solar eclipse, only allowing that blue wing block D to look even better, even bolder, even more amazing. We're at 2,500. Seriously, guys, that's what you can expect to see when it arrives. And you open that box, tear open that TVON box, and open up that jewelry box and be ready to be blown away by what you see on the inside. Yes, Andy? Yes, of course. Take a look. Now, this has got a split shank on the side. So the question is, can we see the back of the ring? So let's take a look at the sides here. Split shank, so there's not going to be extra under gallery under that. But what we've done, in lieu of like a lot of crazy designs and stuff, is we gave it this beautiful platform. Excuse, this is from our inventory tag, so excuse that. But look at this. That's that frame that sits it up comfortably. So you basically have a foundation of gold at the base where it meets your finger, and then everything else is going to be elevated over that. So you see the ultimate level of design, quality, light, accessing that stone. Diamonds, well, they love the light too. So you're getting that as well. And that is just a beauty, isn't it? It's a special one. And we are getting close to the top of the hour. We've got 10 minutes left, but it looks like we are out of time on this auction. So 25, do we have 25.10 or more? Anybody want to take us a step up, or do we want to keep the auction going or just sell it at the open at 25? 25.10? 25.50? Anything? 26? No, am I really just, that's too much to ask, isn't it? All right, final call, you got it? Sold, congratulations, that is gone. I figured I would show you a men's ring real quick before we go, and then we have top of the hour is going to bring us those Alexandrite studs I was telling you about. Remember, as mentioned, we have Alexandrite stud earrings, but first, ooh, some Congolese blue-green tourmaline for the gentlemen. Take a look at that. Thank you so much on that tanzanite. Well done on the 511. Enjoy it. What a special stone that is. Don't have many items from the show, but a couple from our very first hour and first few minutes. So if you have any questions about anything, we've only got about an hour and 10 minutes left in the show for our big Monday here. And this is our 2 carat 30 Congolese. Item number 1123277. Happening right now. Love it. And it's going to be, well, it's a good size stone. It's a 2 carat 30, which is one of the bigger sizes we've seen of these Congolese, which I know for the ladies we can't keep in stock. Let's find out if any of the gentlemen have been longing for one, or could be a ladies ring nonetheless. Could be a great ladies style as well. Could be a style that the gals wear if you like a lot of gold. There's no problem with that either. You can do that. So it's 2 carats 30 in the cushion cut. This is the rectangular cushion, not the square cushion, right? We see that. So you've got that Congolese. You see those really bright blue greens. One of the more fascinating things about that is, of course, the fact that it does have a very strong resemblance to the world famous Paraíba tourmaline that goes for a whole lot more money. We know that. So it's kind of a way to get that look, not spend a lot of money. Men's ring, ladies ring, could be either. Finished on the inside, you better believe it is. 39 points in diamonds as well. Take a look at that beautiful diamond cutout, almost like a harlequin pattern that's happening beneath it. Very special. And it's our TVON exclusive, just like the tanzanite is. Well, blue wing black D is. And so is this. And we're thrilled to bring it to you, and we're going to mark it on down. I love that it's got a spearminty, almost minty green color, and then you see the waves of blue right through the middle. And that's where you get into a little more of that blue-green. I always think it's impressive when you start to see the color reflecting onto our wheel, because that's just paper. So it's not usually, the wheel doesn't usually light up in color. But certain stones can actually convey or project their color onto that wheel, which is kind of impressive, really. And it's not going to be that $49.99. We have one. And it's any gold you want, too. We have got the ability to change that gold color without a problem. That's no issue whatsoever. So here we are at a better than $49.99 price tag. Gentlemen of the collector status here, this is the one to go for. Let me show it to you on the hand here so we can see it that way. See what I mean? It's not oversized. Some gents' rings can go really knuckle to knuckle on the hand. This one, more of a mid-sized gents' ring, right? So gals can wear it too. Looking so good. There it is. Boy, that is a bright stone, isn't it? Just one. Got to make sure you can get a great opportunity here right now. It's not going to be $49, $39.99, $29.99. We're skipping all the price tags And we're just going straight to the very, very rock bottom on everything. That's what we do on Monday nights. Welcome to it. And we're going to blow this out for $1,999. And just hope Tony doesn't run out here and buy it himself, because that's a good deal, right? It's a really good deal for the Congolese. They're collectible. They are so collectible. That's all there is to it. And then how about that? I call this the double parentheses. It's like the double parentheses of diamonds there. Bigger stones go from a little smaller to a little wider as they bow out there on either side. 2 rows looking good. And here we go with one only, so whoever's got it has got it. And I'm kind of surprised that that yellow diamond piece, we had that heart-shaped yellow diamond necklace, one of the very few items of the show from the first hour and 53 minutes that is still available. So if you'd like to ask about that, you may. If you're thinking about it, well, I just announced to the world that it's still here, which means usually it sells. So keep that in mind. We also have Alexandrites in a blowout wheel. So that's going to be a very, very special way to go as well. We got some Alexandrites in all varieties. I've got a necklace, earrings, and a really special set of rings that's going to be discounted and blown out. And I'm going to tell you, these stud earrings that are coming up at the top of the hour, I've never had anything like it. And they're good size stones, yet they're going to work for everybody, for any piercing, because I know how many of us have multiples going on. So all of that's going to be happening. Top of the hour, stick around. And how about a star sapphire, but in a necklace? Haven't seen that. We've seen several star sapphires of late in rings. We've loved them. They're all sold out. Let me show you what we have in a pendant, but it's a necklace, because I'm going to throw in a free chain, because that's what I'm doing these days. Take a look at this. Wow. Is it blue? Is it purple? Honestly, it's both together. It's item number 1123518, and check that out. Look at the glow of that stone. There's a translucency about it, which I called this out on a very small stone the other day, and now we're lucky enough to see it in the big stone. It's platinum. Oh, and I mean, it's a big stone. This is a 448, one of our bigger star sapphires we've ever had in the history of the network. And it has 91 points in very large diamonds. Also, it's the big halo, but it's also going to be a trio of diamonds at the bail. Let me just give it a little bit of room, because that is one jumbo piece. And we're throwing in the chain, which is a 17.5-inch platinum box link chain that is adjustable, smaller if you want it to be smaller, shorter. You can do that. You can take it off this piece. This has got great finishing. And of course, do not be alarmed. They never polish the back of a star sapphire. That is called a little bit of the rough material. That's kind of the host rock in the back. That shows it's natural. Do you know they actually synthesize these stones? They do. They actually create these. Well, really, they're simulants. They do. They have a way where they can lab create star stones. And that just means they're not natural, right? It's something that's made in a laboratory, and it's faux, fake, simulated, the look-alike. Obviously, we don't sell those. But this is just, again, that's like your little nod to, hey, it's natural, when you see that little bit of natural in the back. So that's crucial. You've got this huge diamond weight at just under a carat. I'm going to show it from a distance away, but that is, we know how rare purple sapphires are. This is really a purple blue color. So that is ultimately rare, not to mention you're getting the big size, and you're getting this phenomenal aspect, which is asterism, or star. You can call it star or asterism. One's just kind of a layman's term for the other. Yes? Sure, you got it. And then I'll measure this one, and then I've got to go run and get that across the studio, Andy, so just give me a second on that tanzanite. And then take a look at this. There's that length. It's going to be 7/8 of an inch top to bottom on that star. Boy, that star. And of course, you're seeing 2 stars right now because there are 2 lights, so I always like to point that out, because there's going to be 1 star when you get it at home. Likely you're going to have 1 light source at home when you open it up. So that's what it looks like. Here's the adjustability of the chain, and this is going to shock somebody, especially a collector who knows these stones. So remember, this is 17.5 inches maximum, but you can make it shorter all you want because of this little bead. So right now it's shortened to about probably about 14 inches or so. So you just extend it out and in what you need for that day or that neckline. We'll show it on the neckline next for you, so you can see what it looks like from a distance and watch that purple color glow. Let me get the chain out of the way so you can really see, just to give you another size reference and see how even from a distance you're going to get that star, which you can see now the light is sort of, you know, the light kind of follows the star, or rather the star follows the light, right? It's all in the same. So the idea is that as the light moves, so does the star. So it's not fixed or stationary within the stone. It's going to move with the light. So you typically see when the light is straight on like it is now, you see the star center, but it moves with it, right? So that's why it'll always appear at different angles. And when you have, let me go ahead and walk around here, block one of our lights just so you can see how it's going to look. There, I just put my hand in front of one of the lights, and now you see that's what it's going to look like when you get it at home. You've got one single, very dominant, very prominent, very defined star. There's the two lights, two stars. One light, one star. And we'll blow it out right now. We need a caller, we need a collector, and it's a 448. When was the last time you saw a 448 sapphire of any kind, of any variety, of any color? And this is some of the rarest colors you can get together there. And it's platinum with the chain for free. And this is why we got to bring it lower than $69.99, because I'm never going to sell it for $69.99 tonight. And we got to make sure it goes, and we're in the last hour almost. So here's what we have for you. It's not $69. Anybody thinking about it so far? Because this is just an enormous piece. I mean, you're talking collectability beyond. I'll blow it out for $2,499 on a 448 all natural. Purple, blue, star, sapphire in platinum. Big diamond weight. All of that is happening, and we've got the one. Plus, I think we need to get that Paraiba out the door. What do you think? The 204 that I flashed earlier, we haven't given a full presentation, but it is perfection in a Paraiba. And then, of course, top of the hour is a minute away, so you know what that means. Alexandrite earrings are starting us off. Then we've got a blowout wheel and Alexandrite rings. We have an evil eye style with an Alexandrite in a necklace as well. All of that and more. Don't forget the big bracelet we had earlier with 771 in diamonds. Still here. Huge mark down there under $15,000. Real quick, before our top of the hour gets here, I had to show these. This is the combination of stones that we can't seem to keep in stock. Rose gold. Look at this. Oh my, oh my. Those are not pink tourmalines. Those are rubelites. We're getting extra fancy here with our tourmalines. In the middle in the rounds, diamond cut rubelite tourmalines set in rose gold. This is a lever back style, and I just want them to sit up properly for you for a moment. Those are called trapezoid cuts in tanzanites. 11234442 is the number. They're in rose gold only, and yet they're in 18 karat rose gold as well. So you're going premium on the gold. They even have those little stoppers included, which is like a butterfly backing encased in silicone, so that you have a great little stopper so that you'll never have those shepherd's hook work their way out of your ears. And there's a carat 44 in your rubelites, means about 72 points each. There's also a 1 carat 20 total weight in your trapezoid tansies and 8 points in diamonds. That would be right up in front of that hook style, that shepherd's hook style, which is that pave of white diamonds. And it's going to be one pair and one pair only. They stay as is. They're going to stay in the rose gold. I'll show you the link that they're going to give you. Then we'll pop one on, and it is the top of the hour. So then more earrings next. In studs will be coming your way. Looking forward to those. But let's just show what these look like from a distance first, because they're a drop but subtle. Nothing too dramatic, nothing too long, nothing too crazy. Here's the length that you get, which is 7/8 of an inch, just under an inch. Let me go ahead and pop one on. And no, you do not need to use those little backings. Those are really just extra. That's a great designer touch there. They're going to stay properly just by, inserting that hook right through your ear like you would. You can always give it a little bit of a squeeze so that you're just kind of creating a little bit more of a cinch style if you want to ensure that they don't work their way out. But the stoppers are there if you need them, or they can be, I think you'll be amazed how you could use those with other earrings as well. Let's just take a quick look at them on the ear from a distance here, just to show you the way that those two colors play and just the length there, just to give you a better idea of the length at 7/8. And you can see how right when they're in the piercing, they're going to start with the diamonds, and then those diamonds lead right down into the tanzanite and tourmaline combination, which we love. And it's going to be one pair only, and they are super, super discounted. They've got a $17.99 price tag I want to get rid of. Oh, I'm sorry. They were $19.99 actually. Whoops. Right there. There they are. There they are, $19.99. We'll take it even lower than that. Very first caller, make them $999, and we'll blow them out. And then we'll go back to the wheel just to show them up close one more time. And then, yes, with those little extra backings they come with. And it's going to be for under $1,000. We're blowing them out for $999. First caller on that rare combination of stones. I love the tanzanite tourmalines, especially when you get those raspberry tones of the rubelite with those beautiful, no, those would not be the blue wing block Ds, but they're that more traditional color of tanzanite, which just works so well with the neon brights of the raspberry tones of the rubelites. Gotta love that, right? We had the earrings. Remember we had hoops earlier tonight? which by the way, I think are still here, that actually had purple sapphires and tourmalines together. So similar combination of colors, but that was in a hoop earring, a little more narrow hoop in the rose gold. If you would like that same combination, but again, with tanzanite and tourmaline, this is the way to get it. So we'll see who's got them, and then we're going to be talking about, well, a top of the hour, which is our last of the evening tonight. And we still have, okay, so we have some studs coming up. It's like Alexandrite Central here for the next few minutes. We've got unbelievable studs that I've never seen us do the likes of before. Special welcome to everyone just joining us here at the top of the hour. Let me know who's got those earrings for $9.99. What a bargain that is. But let's talk a little bit about studs. Big time studs. Important studs. Welcome into the show. Glad you're with us tonight. It is our top of the hour. Welcome to Monday night. Glad you're with us. And we have one short hour. Actually, we have only about 56 minutes left. So it's time to get requests in if you have them. Let us know what you'd like to see. If there's anything you have questions about from earlier in the show, let us know so we can recap it for you, so we can find a great home for absolutely everything we share with you tonight. There's something new happening right now, next, I am thrilled about. I honestly never thought we would see anything like this because it is one of the rarest stones in the world, and we're also about to make it extremely, extremely, extremely affordable. So get ready. We got Alexandrite studs coming up for the top of the hour. Again, any requests you have, get them in. It's a big Monday night markdown night, so we take everything that is really new and fresh, like the Alexandrite earrings, and we are marking them down. Now, one great thing about these earrings, couple things. Alexandrite, you know, is rare. It's a color-changing chrysoberyl, so this is a phenomenal gemstone, right? It actually has two different colors. It starts with a blue-green, which looks great. If you change your light source, if suddenly you're going from a fluorescent lighting to an incandescent lighting or candlelight, you're going to see those stones right before your eyes. They change color, and they go from a beautiful blue-green to an amazing purple red. That's the one thing we love about them. But they're also really tough as a result to match, and they're really tough, therefore, to find in a stud earring. And what I love about what we've done here, beyond the fact that they are a specialty round cutting, is the fact that they are also great size, meaning a couple things here. They're a beautiful size for wearability, and that they're basically going to work in a primary piercing or secondary, third, fourth, fifth, all the way on up. I wear a similar type of stud earring size in my earrings that are way, way, way up in the top cartilage of the ear, so that's something that works well there too. If you want to, I mean, honestly, that's where I may need a few pairs of these just to stack and stack and stack, because it's really tough to find anything in the world of Alexandrite matched up in an earring. So item number here is 1123771. Thrilled that they're here tonight, and we're going to do a number on the price tag to make sure they're affordable, because this is obviously an opportunity one does not get very often. And one more thing to add, as we are just about to leave March and enter the month of April, that means we are getting very close to June, and I mention that because this is also a June birthstone. Pearl is the main birthstone I think we all think of, but this is an alternative to the June birthstone, so that's something to consider as well. Maybe if you're thinking gifting idea, and if you're thinking, there is no way I'm going to be gifting Alexandrite studs, thank you very much, because Alexandrite, being an important color-changing chrysoberyl, is one of the most expensive stones in the world. There's not really a lot of giftability with a stone like this until right now. 38 points is your minimum carat weight. What I have right here, now please forgive the fact that every pair might be subtly different in this one way. They might be even larger in size. What I can guarantee you to get, because this is the smallest pair we have, so meaning these two stones totaled 38 points, which means 19 points each. However, when you have, think about this, a minimum carat weight represented, some of you are going to get quarter carats in each ear. Some are going to get third of a carats in each ear. Some are going to get 30 pointers. Sometimes they go even larger than that. What we're guaranteeing you is the millimeter size should be right at the same, so you know what kind of dimension you're getting, but you're also getting 38 points. This is important. I mean, I know that's not going to be a huge size if you're talking about a quartz stone, or if you're talking about let's say, you know, there's other stones out there that are readily available in big sizes. Alexandrite's not one of them. And that's because you have this incredible color changing ability. Solid gold, by the way, white, yellow, or rose. We're going to make sure you, as always, get your choice in gold color so you can choose whatever you want there. We obviously opted for the yellow gold here in this sample, but the colors are going to be identical. The round cut's always going to be there. You get all of that, and we are going to blow them out right now. For our big top of the hour, there's a reason we're highlighting them right now, and that is because they are that must-see moment, that big value, that gotta have them, that great giftable, that one you may even want to take more than one pair and just treat yourself, but also everyone else you know who loves jewelry. Because I can tell you this, I've been in this business about 22 years. It's a lot of jewelry I've seen. It's a lot of stores I go into. I mean, again, you got to be well versed in what's happening everywhere in the fine jewelry world. That doesn't just mean here in our little bubble of value, right? It's a totally different experience when you're in TVON land versus outside of that, right? And I just don't know where you find anything like this. Where do you find an Alexandrite earring of any kind, let alone a round brilliant in a stud style where that gold, by the way, take out the stones, you got $400 worth of gold. And I'm talking wholesale. I'm talking about retail. I'm talking about wholesale pricing, what you would pay just for the gold, what we call findings, right? When you're making jewelry, when you're shopping a wholesaler and you're looking at pieces like this, you can go buy classic findings, which is just the gold style, which would be the backing and the basket there essentially in the post. And that, if you're buying in lots of volume, you're going to spend $400 right now for the gold. That's how pricey gold is right now. So to be able to get a stone as rare as this is, perfectly matched like they are, getting all of that and spending, oh yeah, by the way, they're less than $2,000. I don't have many pairs to go around. This is going to be what's crucial here. You got to call in early as usual because even though it's the top of the hour and it's meant to be the headliner of this hour, it is definitely not something we have enough to go around for everybody. We know that. That's for certain. By the way, next Monday night, diamond band. The ultimate diamond band. 2 carats, 5 stone style. Oh my goodness, 40 pointers each. That you got to be with us. It's April Fool's Day, by the way, is next Monday. So a week from tonight, that band that I'm wearing 2 of debuts, I just wanted to put it out there. By the way, even Wednesday, I have a new stone that's debuting. So we got a lot of cool things happening in the next week or so. But these earrings are tonight, and they're not going to be $19.99. They're not even $9.99. Let's make it simple and easy. You're going to see them on the ear. I'll measure them for you. We'll do all of that. This is meant to be a smaller size. They're about 1/5 of a carat or more in each ear. So that means it's supposed to be a smaller size. It's great for everyday wear. I love it for stacking. I love it for those of you that have more than one piercing. That is a great way to wear these earrings. Think about getting more than one pair. I always have to buy everything in 3 or 4 pairs, so I have enough just to stack away. But this is where, again, you can do that if I make them affordable enough. This is what they look like from a distance. Keep in mind, that's on the hand. I'll show you one on the ear, which is going to give you a much better perspective of what this is all about and how it's going to look. And remember how great it would be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I mean, great for gifting as well, because you just don't find anything this rare in a stud that is going to be that match perfect pair of rounds. Take a look at them from a distance. See how even now they have a little bit, it's a little different light where I'm standing, so they have a little more blue to them. It's a blue-green that then changes to a red color. Remember, that is the beauty of color changing here. Changes to a red. All you have to do is change your light source. I mean, you know, for the most part, you're going to see them as a blue-green like you see now on the wheel, but they do turn to that beautiful purple red. They're not even going to be $499. We have really done a spectacular top of the hour opportunity here, taking a look at them close up, and we're going to show you what we can do instead of $499. Watch this. They are not to be missed. Simple and easy, guys. It's about as simple and affordable as I can make anything in fine jewelry today. We're starting to get very busy on the phone lines. I don't think anybody saw a $499 price tag coming. If you were buying thousands of findings right now in the wholesale world, where that's at, you're spending about $90 for the stones. Those are not $90 worth of stones there. It is about $9,000 worth of stones if you're shopping elsewhere. They are really, truly that rare. Tonight, you spend less than $499. This is one of our very few really easily affordable pieces that we can create because we only stay in one genre. We stay in the fine jewelry world. That's it. We only sell gold or platinum. We only sell natural from the earth stones. We only sell VS diamonds. These don't have diamonds, of course, but you get the idea. It's very difficult. We're so busy on the line. So hurry on the phone lines now so you can get a pair before they're sold out because they will. But this is where, again, it's impossible to see prices like this. And you know that from whether you shop with us or I know you guys shop everywhere, or at least you look everywhere to get that same idea of what's happening with pricing, what are people doing, what's going on with the world of fine jewelry at large. And right now it's very difficult to find anything in natural stones out there, and we're going to make it happen at a better price than $4.99 for one of the ultimate rarities in gemstones overall. Got to get a pair just to even see or experience color change is something that not a lot of people get to do. In the world of gems, we are offering that moment and opportunity right now, and it's not even $450, $400 a pair. This is why you stock up and get a couple for gifting or for yourself if you have multiple piercings, because they are $399 a pair. And they are already glowing their blue-green goodness, but then they go change color, and you still choose your gold color, which is white, yellow, or rose. We're offering all 3 gold colors for you. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 2, so 6 pairs gone already. 6 pairs just like that, and that's just the callers that dialed in before they saw the price tag. Now for everybody else at home who's starting to dial in because they're $399, it's go time. Make sure you get them before they're completely gone. Like I said, these are going to sell out very quickly here. You know that. And we're going to see who else wants a pair before they're gone. 60 seconds on those, and then I'll come in even a little bit closer. And we do have Alexandrite rings. I actually have 3 different rings. We're going to put on a blowout price that are all about a ½ carat in their center stones. And look at, I mean, that's as close as we can go. So that's our close-up, and I'll refocus that camera so you can see, because they're clean and they're bright and they're beautiful and they're rounds. So they're even going to have something that Alexandrite's not used to doing, which is sparkle. They give you that as well. And all you have to do, give us a quick call. We'll help you out. Thank you so much, everybody who's getting a pair. I appreciate you. $30 seconds left. Last call. Shall we get to the Savorite? Do we want to show you the saddle ring with the Savorite? I love a good Savorite saddle. And that's where we're taking you next. Savorite, saddle ring, or let's just show the Alexandrite rings real quick. I'm not sure if those are going to be what everyone's looking for, but you know what? If they're really, really, really discounted, they may. This is the Savorite. Wow, wait till you see a look at that. That's the saddle ring that's just a slightly smaller scale than what we usually do. I love that. Andy, who got your pair? Who is it? Ellen. Thank you, Ellen. Where's Ellen calling us from? Wonderful. I know which Ellen that is. Wonderful. What about you? Anybody else getting a pair? I know we've got, thank you so much. Barbara's got a pair. Who got the 2 pairs over here? Thank you so much. Thanks, Melody. Oh, it was Melody? Melody's got 2 pairs. Thank you so much. All right, let's keep going. We've got Alexandrite rings just to show you, just in case you want something to pair up with. The earrings here. Why not? Could you ever imagine shopping one show where you could get a whole suite of Alexandrite jewelry and also spend very, very, very little to do it? Well, this is that day. And we're going to start right here. I've got 3 rings to show you. Well, 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 look at those colors. And these are going to be stones that are going to be right in that ½ carat range. I've actually got 3 to show you all together. So they're all going to be the same price, and they're all going to be discounted. We'll show you real quick what we got here. There's the lighter. This one matches the earrings really, really well. So that one's going to go. Then we have the oval. Then we have the pear shape. And the truth is, we just showed these the other day, so I'm not sure why they're back again. But we'll just, and I know that we sold a couple, so I'm not sure why they're back. But here we go. Sometimes, again, people, switch out and swap out. So let's do this while we still have a couple pairs of Alexandrite earrings if you'd like them. This is what we're going to do really quickly on the rings. Got carat weights for you to just go through really quickly. Pear shape right over here, 34 points. And that's going to have a total diamond weight of pink and white diamonds. That's going to total 89 points in diamonds in a triple halo. Then we go to the round. Best match for the earrings by far. That's a 41 pointer. So we're going up in size on the carat weights of the center stones. That's our 41-point round. Pink and white diamonds there. Total weight of 51 points in diamonds. Then the biggest stone is right over here. That's the 48 pointer. Just under a ½ carat. It also has the richest saturation level. It's a 48 pointer with 7 points in pink and 52 points in white, which by my math means that's 59 points in diamonds alongside that one. And none of them, we're going to try to make this really simple and easy, because none of the prices are going to abide by their whole $39.99. Actually, one was $49.99. You probably know which one that was. Here's a hint. It's the oval on the right because it's the big size with the ultimate saturation level. So that was actually $1,000 more than the others, right over here on the right side of your screen. The other 2 were $49.99, rather $39.99. So these 2 were $39.99. This one was $49.99. Take whichever one you like, because no matter what, and if you don't think that's fair, that One was $1,000 more. It does not matter with how low I'm taking them. It really doesn't. They're all going to be practically free, because here's what you would pay for basically the gold band if it had nothing else in it. You would pay this for a gold band. That's how low this price tag is going. And we're going to keep on rocking, and we've got 42 minutes left to put everything in front of you on sale. I say let's roll with it, and let's make your Monday one that you'll never forget, because now you've got the set potentially of earrings and rings to go together in this rare of rare, phenomenal June birthstone, color-changing chrysoberyl, and some of the more elite sizes, colors, and looks here with all pink and white diamonds around them. You need a deal, don't you? I'm here to bring it. I'm here to give that to you, but all you have to do is dial in, because not $39.99. That is already going to the lowest common denominator and saying take any one of the three for that price. We're going to go a lot lower than that for you. All you have to do is dial in, though. They're not going to be $39, $29, or $19.99, and these are exquisite. All just, again, it can be right under that half carat mark or lower. It's what matters here is the color, the saturation, the 100% color change you're getting. Yes, even on the lighter stone, it's still going to be a lighter stone to start, the round is, but it goes to a complete red purple. So either way, no matter which one of the three you choose, you're getting 100% color change material. It just is about getting the size you like, the shape you like, meaning the size, the shape, and the look. Even though they all share these pink and white diamond triple or double halos, really they're all triple halos. It's just a different way to do them, right? Some are scalloped, some are more straightforward. Any one you want, they're not even $1,500. You never see prices like this. Alexandrites, we just saw stones that are considered large. They were 20 points each or so. These are obviously going double that or more. Significant sizes to get in this rare of a gemstone, and nothing up here is going to be $15 or $14.99. They're all one of a kinds. We'll give them 60 seconds. The price is going even lower than this, though. This is just, I know we don't have them all the time. So a lot of people who might be newer to the show are going, what's an Alexandrite? Remember, it's color-changing chrysoberyl. It's actually the third hardest stone in the world. It's diamonds at the top at 10. It's sapphires and rubies all together, all of corundum at a 9. Right below that is 8.5. 8.5 on the Mohs scale is chrysoberyl. This belonging to that chrysoberyl family. So it's plenty of durability to wear every single day. And they're not $14.99. They're only $1,399 for any one of the three you want. Let's get them gone. They've got to go. That's why they're here. That's why they're at a blowout wheel. That's why we put everything of like quality and material here all together so you can instantly find your favorite. And they're impressive. And we have a little bit of a wait time on the phone line, so just bear with us. Thank you for your patience tonight. A little lighter operator phone bank on this holiday week. Spring break for a lot of people across the country, so this is a week when a lot of people are on vacay and whatnot and all that fun stuff. So you know something's happening in the world when our traffic was a tad bit lighter. So the fact it took me under 2 hours to get here today tells me that a lot of people must be on vacation this week. So that's lovely. It's lovely. It's a lovely, lovely thing. Here we are, though. So it's a big, big, big holiday week. And boy, do we have just, I'll tell you that, can I just flash something a little closer? Because I've been wearing this ring. But did you ever think you'd see a 2-carat 5-stone band here? Because I never thought I would. And look at those diamond rings I have. Those are the ones I've been wearing. Those are 40-point individual round brilliant diamonds. That's what's debuting next Monday night. So a week from tonight, actually a week from right now, they're going to be gone, sold out. I wish we had a few more. We just don't have that many, which is why I'm going to promote it all week long so you don't miss it, because it's not the kind of thing we can bring back again and again. We've been working for years to make just a couple of these bands available, and next Monday night is the big debut night, so don't miss it. 40 points each, 2-carat 5-stone band. It's the ultimate 5-stone diamond ring. Okay, next up, let's get into, we got Savorite, which we never really have, and we also have a beautiful emerald. Got some great scallop style wonder rings. I do have these tanzanite earrings to show you, and I wanted to show because we showed all of our tanzanite rings and they're all gone. So from the unheated to the 2 blue wing block Ds, they're gone. These Alexandrites are going to be melted down because there's nothing I can do on those. And then here we go. This is the one pair. I mentioned these throughout the show, but I haven't shown them yet. And voila, lucky for us, it's the same cut we've seen tonight twice already. in blue wing block Ds and rings. So maybe, just maybe, one of our two callers, right, because we had the 886 and we had the 511, maybe one of you would like the matching earring. Or you don't need a ring, or maybe you already have one that would match, or quite frankly, any of the blue wing block Ds you might own are going to be the same color. You don't need to match the same shape to the same shape you have in your ring. So you could go with the earrings regardless, and then if you have blue wing block D, the colors are going to match. I need a caller who wants one of the utmost values we can bring. 112-3129 is here. And this is just fantastic. Look at those earrings. The matching, well, it's 18 karat gold, first of all. So let's start there. But you're getting some of the largest tanzanites we've ever put together in earrings. There's 1746 in total gem weight, which means you're getting awfully close to 9 carats in individual stones here, which is exceptional, isn't it? So you've got 1746 in your cushion cut squares. That means it has that rounded outside edge. And then you're getting the diamonds. We didn't go overboard on the diamonds because we didn't want them to go only to that dressy, ultimate high level of wearability. We wanted you to be able to wear them all the time. So it's going to be item number, yes, 3129. The diamond weight is 25 points. And there's one pair. That is the problem. It's always the problem. The limitations we have on our blue wing block D, the limitations in quantity. They have a beautiful designer under gallery. We teamed up with a very well-known designer called Sarari, and they have their designer insignia here in the back. They have beautiful basket work all four sides, all around the cushion. They have that great diamond design with, did you notice the big princess cut that's at the top center, right above the stone? Here's what they look like from a distance away, and then we'll try one on. But this length is going to give you, from top to bottom, I'm going to call it 1.5. Well, actually, 1.25 is more like it. With the way they're going to drop, they're about, yeah, that's where the design begins there. So 1.25 inches in the drop, you'll see them on. They're actually going to be, well, you know, we're discounting them because it's Monday night. Where did they start? $19,999. They've only been on the air one time. Kind of put them aside ever since because they're $20,000 earrings. It's not usually our favorite price tag to see. It's not usually the price tag that makes y'all happy and like jump for joy. We like to do a little bit better discounting for you than that. But this is substantial, right? There's only so low we can go on something like this because of the size of the stones. Inherently, that's what makes them super, super rare, is the fact that these are the size they are. Let me just pop that a little further in the ear for you so you can see what they look like on. I'll just move all this hair out of the way. And then there you see. There's what they look like from a distance, so you can see how they're going to sit with that. You know, really, it's a big size that you're getting with the stones, but yet they still have that great presence and that way that they sit just perfectly even, so that they sit out, so the stones always face out to the world. That is so important, isn't it? The way they always just sit. A lot of times when you have a bigger stone or a bigger, you know, weight to the stones, there's going to be a little bit of a weird kind of, sometimes they don't sit properly, but they're going to fall one way or the other, so they're not always facing out. These do. We'll go back to the wheel, show them up close. They are not going to be $19,999. There have been so many people missing out lately on these larger earring drops that we've had. I'm just so proud we can bring them to you tonight at a reduced price, because obviously they are high end no matter what. They're never going to be inexpensive because of the size you're getting. So that's really, really important, isn't it? And then here's a look at that, just all that same flash and fiery quality we were seeing in rings earlier tonight, you're getting in this match pair of square cushions. They're just lovely. They really are. And there's a look at that beautiful diamond mix. Again, big bezel set princess cut, smaller pave around that. Not even $99.99, better value today than that. It's so exciting to have these. I know they're going to go. We know they're going to be beloved. You know you're going to wear them. You know they're going to match up with all of your blue wing block D jewelry you already have, rings, pendants, or otherwise. And we are so proud to bring them to you because they're not even going to be $88.88. My goodness, right now it's like a buy one, get one free, and it's a good thing because a pair of earrings should come in two, right? So many earrings you see right now, they're single earrings. They're being sold as single earrings. It's a trend happening right now in fine jewelry and costume jewelry alike. And it can be a little bit disconcerting when you look at the price tags. Now, you're getting the full pair of just deluxe, superstar, best quality out there anywhere in the world, only ours. And they're not even $79.99. Taking them a step lower. Remember, they're 18 karat solid. They stay in the white gold. And instead of $79.99, we're taking them even lower than that. One of our best per carat prices you will see. Truly is. And the extra luxury factor here with an earring, and why earrings tend to be more, you can't just look at earrings the way we do a ring, because if you're just to take the standard, do the math and realize that's the per carat price, you're doing a disservice. And the truth is you're not actually looking at the value of an earring properly, because it's fine to do that, take the price tag, divide it by the carat weight, and look at the per carat on a ring when it's one single stone. It's a very different deal. One of the reasons we don't have a lot of earrings is because it's very difficult to match up a true exact pair. If one is a little off, I'm not going to bring it to you. If the stones don't match to perfection, which is harder to do in blue wing block Ds, you're working with a trichroic stone. There's different variables of blues and purples and reds to each and every stone. Each cut can be a little bit different. It's difficult to make a perfect match pair in blue wing block D, but it's been done here for you. So there's an extra element that usually is considered when you're pricing an earring like this. We're ignoring it. We're ignoring it. We're just giving you a major value right now. It's our last 30 minutes of our Monday night. We don't see you tomorrow, so shop up a storm now, because we all go through our TVON withdrawals on Tuesdays and then don't rendezvous until Wednesday. So here we go, getting you the values you need to take advantage of everything while they're here, and it's not even $79.99 for the earrings. This is just remarkable. And I know we've seen earrings before with big sizes, but they're rarely this size. Rarely do you get nearly 18 carats of incredible gem material like these are, and it's not going to be $79.99. We're making them $6,999 instead. And you're getting 18 karat gold. And you're getting the designer elements. Remember that designer insignia, because we lent out 2 of our best blue wing block Ds so that this designer, they came to us. They came to us. They said, we take a lot of pride in our quality, but we do not have tanzanites like you guys have. So we want to work with some of the best tanzanite material in the world, but we're going to need you to lend us your material, and we did. And that was some time ago. And so here is the conclusion, the gorgeous finished piece that you have, $69.99. Let us know if you have any requests for the last 30 minutes of the show, because we're there. We have exactly 30 minutes counting down. If there's anything you need to see again, reminder, there was a beautiful sapphire cross pendant earlier. I just want to recap some of the early pieces that we had, because there are still some outstanding values that maybe you missed the first half hour of the show, because I think the fact that some of these pieces are still here probably means you may have joined us a little bit later. So here is that sapphire cross that I wanted to show you right now. It's a beautiful sapphire oval centered up in this beautiful, almost like shadow box style of a platinum cross. It's going to be 1123716. Just want to remind you that is $699, and you're going to put your chain right through the top portion of that cross and have that beautiful blocked open style that sits up off the neckline a bit. Do not forget about those tanzanite earrings. Those are just gorgeous. They really, truly are. Some of our best of the very best are right there. Then I had the hoop earrings. I got to show you those again. The hoops with all the colors and the yellow diamond. We had a VVS yellow diamond heart shape. That's got to be seen again. Don't forget, this is about a 7/8 of an inch top to bottom, so it's got a great size. I'll show it to you again on the hand. As we are verifying on this one, don't look like this is, doesn't look like it's long for the world. Take a look at it on the hand from a distance away. You can see the gleam of that platinum. Yes, it is mirror finished platinum from every direction, side profile and the back. Got that great open work, kind of that box-like finish. And then, of course, it looks like this on the neckline. We'll show it to you there real quick before we go, so you can see how the open work plays when it's actually on a skin tone. And then we'll go back to our wheel, because we've got it for $699. That should be gone. Platinum. Not many platinum pendants to choose from. Oh, sure. Just a moment. We're going to check the millimeter size on those Alexandrite studs. Jess, the millimeter size on those are going to be, they are 3.5 millimeters, and that means the diameter 3.5 millimeters in the rounds. We had them on the ear before. If that would be more helpful, we can always show them there again, because that is probably the best way to gauge the size. Okay, coming up, let's get a move on. That one's still hanging out. And then we did have these hoops here. I wanted to show these again. These are those gorgeous multicolored stone hoops with the rose gold. It's going to be 1123437. And this is our rose gold, yes, 18K, rose gold, carat 06 in the baguettes of pink tourmalines, running right alongside our purple sapphires, which are those gorgeous, round, brilliant purple sapphires. And yes, 45 points there. 1-inch hoop, butterfly backing because it's that open hoop style. And yes, they're in rose gold only. This is an inside-out style, though. Very difficult to run baguettes and rounds through the inside of the back of a hoop, just as it is in the front, yet they still go around the front most of the way. So that's important, too. As you look at this from the different angles, do you see how they've made sure to go, as you look at it from the front, you see that the stones start at the very top, and then they keep on going just until you're already to the back. But ingeniously, what they did was they left it a little open behind the stones that are set inside, so you still manage to see a little bit of the color. So even if someone's looking at the back of your hoop earring, they're still seeing a little bit of that match in the color showing through. So it looks like it's almost like the inside out style goes along the outside edge of the back of the hoop as well. $14.99 was your price tag on those. Just wanted to show those yet again because they're very unique and fresh and kind of bold and different for us. And we don't usually see hoops like that. And we love our hoop earrings in general, but what we typically see are diamond hoops of some way, shape, or form. And that is the way you can get some color incorporated in, get something luxury and unique, but the color play are still happening among very exotic stones. These are not just garnets. It's no garnets. It's tourmalines and it's rare, matched purple sapphires, and they're under $1,500 to get them. So I think what we need to do now is this is one of the more challenging stones to ever present to you guys because we hardly ever see it. It's hardly anywhere in the jewelry world at large. So most people have no idea what a stone like this sells for. Then there's the fact that we only bring you a certain level of quality in this stone. And that's a challenge because this, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the rarest garnets in the world, and it's called Tsavorite. It's spelled with a T and then an S and then an A and a V and an O and an R and an I and a T and an E. So Tsavorite garnet, 1123793. And this saddle is basically this big main saddle ring, just given a little smaller scale because so many of you adore the look of the saddle ring. But you know it's about 1 inch wide, right? So a lot of people just say, I love the look, I understand it's comfortable, but I just don't have the real estate on my finger for that big saddle ring, the original. So it took us a while, took us many, many years of being popular and being asked about, but it was by customer demand. So you'd ask for it. And so many of you wanted to do a little bit similar, but just scaled down a bit where it's still giving you width, it's still giving you a lot of diamond presence, but it's just a little bit smaller, so it makes it really easy to wear. That's where you get the new saddle ring. And ironically, it's been here twice. It was months ago. We never saw it again. There were 2 times it came out, different stones, disappeared. This is the third and really the last time we've seen it in some time. And this time it's housing a Tsavorite garnet. It's beautiful. It's a bright, this is exactly what you want Tsavorite to look like. It's a 1-carat oval Tsavorite. It has diamonds every which way. That means side to side, top to bottom. And yes, it's still going to have a different texture. This is not just as simple as throw diamonds in pave. It's a 1 carat exactly in the Tsavorite. It's 93 points in the diamonds. And then you see what it does here is it's actually got the same details. The rows and rows of gold and diamonds that actually have a little elevation and a little recession. So you get like tops and bottoms, highs and lows. There's this cleft that's created top and bottom where it's almost like all this exterior is coming around and sweeping around to create a border around your Tsavorite. And then you have this incredible undergallery. This is what's going to allow it to still always be just smooth as silk. The way it glides on and off the hand, the way it's still supportive and finished on the underside right beneath your Tsavorite center. And take a good look at this angle because this tells you everything you need to know about that Tsavorite. So clean, which makes it so rare. It's a stone that is highly challenged when it comes to clarity and inclusions. Clarity being the lack of inclusions, right? That's where it struggles. That's what you don't usually see. This one is a beauty, and we'll do any gold color you want. And the idea is, with Tsavorite being as expensive as it is, it's why we don't show it very often. Do you realize the last time I had a Tsavorite, it was a 2-carat stone? It was on the show. I kind of took a little break from showing you Tsavorites because we had a really big one. It was one of the few that was left. It was a 2-carat size, and it was $17,000. And y'all went, Okay, and you're waiting for me to discount it. And then it was 17,000. And then you said, what's happening? And it stayed at 17,000. And it could not go any lower. That's the problem with Tsavorite. They're very scarce. It comes out of one source in the world, which is the Tsavo National Game Reserve in Kenya. Really one of the more dangerous places in the world to mine because it is in a game reserve. So you have extremely difficult mining conditions where you're not only dealing with treacherous different areas and different topography of the land, you're not just dealing with other people who know the precious rarity of the stone you're trying to mine, but you're dealing with the wildlife. That is their territory, that is their area, and this is a national game reserve. So we're talking about incredible wildlife that is not something you want to just be working on mining and have your back turned to the natural elements and all of the different, again, environment. I mean, it's an environment that is really giving you kind of like a triple whammy of difficulty and obstacles in mining. So it's not safe. It's not exactly, I mean, mining never is. Mining is a very difficult venture. It's something that is truly, it's difficult to do. You always face a large amount of obstacles when you're mining anything in gems, but with this one in particular, it's just always been really, really tough. And we're gonna just take all that rarity that belongs to this stone, which obviously what dictates a very high price on Tsavorite, and since we never get to see it anymore, and I got this one in this high-end mounting, I want to try and make it affordable if there is a Tsavorite lover within our show tonight. So that's really what this is about. And what we really need to do is just take it so crazy low that somebody just tries it out of the sheer just curiosity of it. Because at this point, 17,000 is not going to do it. 10,699 is not going to do it, which is right where this one's supposed to go at its lowest point. Let's try it on if you're not familiar with this medium-sized saddle. I can't call it the small saddle because there's nothing small about the ring. But it is the smaller version of where this originated, and it's not 10,000. Look at the size of that Tsavorite. And the fact that my beef with this stone is that usually it's just too dark. It's a darker, darker, darker green. So suddenly you don't see any green. With most Tsavorites, you don't see the green. Not the case here, not the case with this stone. It is almost like, I think a lot of people just assume it's emerald, but we know emeralds usually don't give this color either. So it's the brightness we want where you see the bright greens. It's still not going to be lighter like some of the mint Tsavorites we saw out of a different, it's actually a little different material. The Marilani mints are out of Tanzania. It's a different variety of this rare stone. The only place you get this particular color is out of Kenya. And we're so proud to have this one tonight. Not even going to be 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, 7,000. We have 20 minutes left, and I got to move some jewelry. So you best believe these price tags are going to go further low, not even to the point where we can cover the mounting. Now, $7,000 still covers the mounting, but we're working with Tsavorite, one of the rarer, tougher stones in the world to get. I mean, I just can't get over the clarity. You see it here from the front, as you should. But again, let's remind you of what it looks like from the back of the stone to see that clarity. That is where this stone is so challenged between that and usually the overabundance of color saturation. That's where this stone fails. That's where this stone falls, just not this stone. This stone is the prime example of what you want a Tsavorite to look like. And you know what I would do? I would put it in yellow. To be honest with you, with all the white diamonds that are there, I would still want to see this in the yellow gold instead. And we're going to blow it out right now. It's not even 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. I'm just going to blow it out because I want you to get a Tsavorite if you don't have one yet. Garnet lovers, it's part of that family. It's up there with the demontoids. It's up there with the mandarins. It really is one of the more elite level garnets you can ever get. And it's not even $29.99. We have one. Let's blow it out. And don't forget about the finishing all through the inside. It looks fabulous. Really does. And it is as comfortable as it is beautiful. That is what we hear about the original saddle ring more often than not, is that the surprise element of how comfortable it is for being so wide. And this one is not going to be. See, this is what I thought. This is always the challenge. I've been doing this a long time. Tsavorites are one of the more challenging stones in anything to show. Nobody gets the value because we never see it. And it just goes to show you, when you don't see something here, when all we do is bring rare every single day, if we see something very scarce, then you know it's rare. Because we can bring out, I mean, today I brought out a whole wheel of Weens. When have you ever seen those? right? We debuted them just a few weeks ago, and we've got a few more. I got a whole wheel of them. We got more Alweens tonight than we do Savorites in our inventory. That goes to show you how rare this stone is. And I'm going to blow it out right now. You don't have to pay $29.99. Don't worry about that. Change the gold color if you want to. Get your true size. It is a true to size ring, despite the width that it gives you along the front. It's not going to be $29.99. We're going to skip over $2,000, and we're going to blow it out for $1,999 right now. That should get the Savorite out the door. Pure luxury for a really incredibly low price, and in a 1 carat size with that color and glow that it has. Welcome to the world of Savorite. That's what it's about. That's it. That's the one right there. $19.99. The one to own. Congrats if you get it. We're going to be on our way. We've got a big Paraíba too that I wanted to show you before we go, because that one's got a new markdown price. And then we even have one of our favorite types of Wonder Ring. It's not the chevron style. It's actually what I call the scalloped Wonder Ring. And it's got a beautiful rounded way that it can still be a great ring guard for you, or a standalone ring. So we'll show you all 3 gold colors. Let me know on the Savorite. $19.99. Somebody's got to take it. That's so good. White, yellow, or rose. I just love rich greens. Rich greens and the yellow gold are so rich overall. I love a yellow gold combination with a green stone. I think there's a beauty about that. Usually we see emeralds in yellow gold as a rule, so we like to see that. I would really, I mean, obviously we went with the white here because white diamonds galore every which way. Such a precious piece there. Enjoy the Savorite if you get it. We're verifying now. I'm going to show you the scalloped Wonder Ring. It's a lot of fun. 1110491 is coming up next. This is awfully pretty. Look at this. This is going to be that bigger diamond weight, and I'm talking about individual stones here, in a bigger diamond weight in the white, in the yellow. I also have a rose gold to show you, which is pretty rare. Don't see many options in the rose gold where we can show you all 3. We've got them tonight. So there's your white, yellow, and rose. And this ring is just another way to do a stackable. And it wears all on its own too. You can wear it that way all by itself. But you have the white, the yellow, and the rose gold here. We can show you how it looks. Now, obviously, if you're stacking around a round or an oval, anything with a rounded side edge, this is really perfect for it, because it's got that subtle detail of that beautiful scalloped effect that's still going to go halfway around the hand. It's 1110,491, and it's got 87 points in diamonds. And you can see they're all bigger individual stones there, all the way side to side. And the trick here is you get 2, because then you put one way, the other the opposite way, and then they instantly just surround any of your favorite rings like a ring guard is supposed to do. And that's the idea. You can stack it, you can add it. You don't need to have 2. If you just want to add 1 to your favorite ring, you can do that as well, and it just instantly adds some more glam, some more sparkle. 87 points in diamonds immediately. Think about it. You're going to get a lot of extra diamond weight. If you do decide to add 2 around your favorite ring, you would instantly be adding a carat 74 in diamonds to whatever it is you're wearing already, and it looks fabulous. And then you can always wear it just like you do your Wonder Rings. You can wear it anywhere all by itself. Pinky ring, thumb ring. I mean, it really works everywhere because it's still a single row, but it's all impressive diamonds. Here's the idea. This would be if you just had 1 on. Imagine now with this 1 here in the yellow gold on the ring finger, imagine if you put a diamond solitaire, an oval stone, anything in the middle, and then take another ring. I'm going to take the white gold here since I obviously only have 1 of each color. And then imagine that you put the other ring the opposite direction. Now I'm going to leave a little space there so you're imagining the round, the oval, whatever ring you have in the middle, and then this slides right up next to it, whatever you need there. You can stay true to size even when you're getting 2 because it's a single row, but that is how you still have this scalloped effect that's going to wrap instantly around whatever else you have. The great news is it's a classic ring. You can wear it 1,000,001 ways, just like you would our traditional Wonder Rings. And you've got a value coming your way that makes it extra, 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 extra value, especially for those of you that want to get more than 1. Because think about it, if we can save you money on 1 ring, it's going to be a lot easier to get 2 because you'll save even more. So you don't have to spend $19.99. And remember, what's so important here is that they're all bigger diamonds. Still staying true to our VS quality that we love. You've got the rare choice of all 3 gold colors here in stock ready to go. It's not going to be even $999 to get 87 points in diamonds. I think we're living right so far, but it's getting better. And if we can save you even more per ring, this means it's the perfect time to get 2, to get 3, to get 4, to get stackables, to get a different colored gold. If you love the ring already, this is what happens so often with our Wonder Ring varieties, is that somebody will start with a set of 2 in one color of gold. Then they love it so much, they want to come back and get another gold color, so they have the option to mix and match and always have, if you have a diverse jewelry collection, as I think a lot of us do, that has more than one gold color in it, you want to have different Wonder Rings to match different occasions. Or maybe you love the chevron and you want to try something new. You love the whole stackable ring guard concept, but you've got the chevron style of the classic Wonder Ring and you want to do something a little more rounded, a little more different. This is another way to add. So how about, instead of $9.99, we take it even lower, we make it better than $899 a ring, certainly giving you a discount that makes it even easier to get 2, 3, 4, get multiples, get different gold colors, get a whole set, but they're $888 a ring tonight before we go. And we only have about 10 minutes left in the show. So keep that in mind. And then we don't see you guys tomorrow because we don't have a show on Tuesdays, but we do have a big premiere coming up on Wednesday on one of the most gorgeous stones you will ever lay your eyes on. There's a teeny tiny little collection of just 5 rings. I'm going to debut them on Wednesday. It's a stone we've had. It's a mining venture we have not. So it's a source that is going to be new, that is going to deliver us a new color of this gem. And the only thing I'm going to tell you right now, should I tell you anything, or should I just leave it totally guessing? It is a garnet. So since we just spent some time with Savorite, I will tell you, it is a garnet. So you can place your guesses as to what it might be. That's all the hint I'm going to give you. It is a stone we've had seldom, but we've had a couple of times, but it's a new source. And it's coming up on a Wednesday, and it'll be our only time to pick them up will be Wednesday night. So make sure, if you love seeing the new and the brand new and the cool and the beautiful, stay with us so you can see that on Wednesday. Keep in mind, these are here at $888. I do want to recap the yellow diamond necklace we had in platinum earlier, because it's a very important yellow diamond heart shape that somehow, some way has not found its home yet, which is a bit surprising considering it's coming with a platinum chain. It's in a VVS yellow diamond. We have it actually graded as a VVS for a very important, almost 3/4 carat diamond. Let's show it to you. This is our yellow diamond heart-shaped necklace. Had this one earlier, maybe the perfect gift idea for a loved one to give, and that is going to be 1123572. Let's talk about the heart shape. All platinum, first of all. Platinum, 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 the setting and the chain. You get a 72-point heart-shaped VVS yellow diamond. That is a natural yellow diamond. So that's the lighter of the colors, and you see it plain as day. It's the big heart shape in the middle. Then you get a combination of the yellow and the white diamonds beyond that, which is 38 points of additional diamonds. You see we used another type of vivid tone there to the yellow diamond, round brilliance, that cascade below the pendant. And then you have this gorgeous diamond cut. This cannot be left out. This is a rope chain in platinum. It's also an 18-inch, but adjustable. So it's 18 inches maximum. I'm going to show it on the hand again in case you missed it earlier. This is just a beautiful value and discount on a platinum piece where that chain, that's no small chain. It's got a lot of presence to it, a lot of width to it. This heart-shaped pendant, which I love that it doesn't look like an overt heart shape, because the pendant itself is not a heart. It's almost like a half a heart design, and then it's the stone in the middle. So maybe you don't need a heart-shaped pendant because you've been there, done that. We've all seen that in jewelry for some time. But the idea of having a heart-shaped diamond is an interesting way to go. And that's what you have here. The heart-shaped yellow, this beautiful cascade of the round brilliance, this pave up top that kind of tucks in that side fold of this upper detail here. Chain coming with it. This is how it's adjustable. It's going to have a spring ring closure, but you've got a nice little, look at, it's like a little barrel of gold, or rather platinum, that you're going to slide to make it shorter. Every bit of this rope chain is diamond cut, so it looks fantastic. And we're going to show it on the neckline again in case you missed that earlier. Take a look at this from a distance away, just so you can see that size perspective on what is 1 1/8 inches in the top to bottom on the pendant itself. We're going to take it back up close because it's really all about that VVS heart shape. That is so stunning and rare. I cannot remember the last time we had a VVS diamond of any kind, of any color, of any shape. And this is all the rarity together. And that whole piece, $1,999 is what I've marked it down to tonight. So we took it from the $49.99 should be price, got it down under $2,000. That is a gift idea of a lifetime waiting to happen. That would be like the ultimate just symbol of love, yes. But then that beautiful way it's set. I mean, everything about it is high-end. Everything about it is a little different than your ordinary. We've all been there. We've seen heart-shaped pendants in every type of metal for as long as we've been looking at jewelry, right? It's so different to see it done in a completely bespoke, designer, unique, one-of-a-kind way, and that's what this is. $19.99, that has got to go. It's a beautiful miracle value. I mean, that's a nearly 3/4 carat diamond. It's in a natural yellow color. It's beautifully cut. It's a defined heart shape. So many times heart shapes they're not really heart shapes, right? They're just a pear shape pretending to be a heart shape. This is a fully defined heart shape. You can see it right there. And then leading from there is that beautiful waterfall of diamonds, yellow and white. Remember, all of this is platinum. It's got that significance of, look at that, just great finishing on the back so that everything's going to ensure it's comfortable to wear against the neckline. There's something very smooth about the way that's finished. I cannot get over you're getting an 18-inch platinum chain also included for free, all for $19.99. We've got just a few minutes left in our show. If there's anything you want to ask about, please do. There's a big time value on some of our diamond pieces, including this big diamond bracelet, which, can I show this to you on the hand here very quickly? I mean, I'm holding it, but look at this. I just want to remind you, this is a bracelet that's been kind of a mainstay here. We don't get to show it that often because it's a $40,000 bracelet. And that's here on our show. It's a hinge style cuff, goes all the way around. This is a button release that's going to open it up. When you press the button down, it releases this latch. And then once you actually fasten it together, it's got 2 figure-8 safeties to secure it. That's 18 karat solid. There's 52 plus grams of gold, which is getting close to 2 ounces of gold. And then you have all of this diamond weight, which totals $771 in diamonds. If you have seen this before, you know it's been $39,999 and has not budged. Tonight, it budged. We broke it down. We got this one to next to nothing, and it's got all this great finishing through the front, finishing through the back. This is a significant style. I know, it's a showpiece. Is it every day? No, probably not. I'm about as glamorous a person as you'll ever meet. I like that way. I'm that way all the time. I would not wear that every day. That would be something I would save for a special occasion. But an evening out, yep, I'm putting that on. And every single evening out that's special from there on for the rest of my life, I'm putting that on. That's how you wear a bracelet like this. And trust me, you are not going to walk into a room without that being the one that's noticed first. This is it. And yet, $771 in diamonds and all of this 18 karat gold is down to $14,999. It is our biggest discount to date. That can't go any lower than that. That is the lowest that can go. That is a crash of a price tag, and it's under $15,000 for one collector tonight. So I best recommend it for a smaller than average wrist. If you have a wrist that's 7 or greater, I do believe that this designer just made this on the smaller side. I think it's going to be most comfortable for those of you that wear a 6 3/4 or 6.5 inch bracelet, which is still just slightly smaller than an average size. So keep that in mind. But that is the piece to own right there. So I just want to flash that, remind you that it's $14,999 tonight. And then I want to wrap up the show by showing you this Paraíba. I flashed it, but I didn't get a chance to give you a full presentation. And if anything goes, it should be this one, because it also has a big discount that's historic tonight. And it's going to be 1120681, and it's our big glorious, I mean, this is the glorious Paraíba. This is what happens when you get really good Paraíba. It doesn't just give you a pretty color. It's getting different aspects that blend and work together, and that's neon, that's color, that's clarity, that's glow. There is something about this stone that just, it does not look like anything else. Many, many years ago, after I started presenting it, years ago in 2004 and 2005 and 2006, I was presenting a lot of loose Paraíbas. And I instantly knew right then and there that I had a new favorite gemstone. Up to that point, I know it was kind of the basic turquoise. This will take over. I say that because I think if you've never experienced it, you have to experience it. And I think that it will quickly become your favorite gem and probably your favorite piece of jewelry. And yet it's durable enough to wear every day if you wish. It's set in our signature mounting here on this occasion, and this is one of the rare stones that goes over 2 carats. You get a 204 oval, and yet with that size, look how clean it is. It is so clean. It's practically perfect. I know I don't use that word very often because I do sell natural stones, and you realize you don't use that word perfect with a natural stone because somewhere microscopically there's going to be an inclusion, especially in a copper-rich stone like this is. However, We're up close looking at it with a magnified view right now, and I'm not finding inclusions at all. It's the glow, it's the neon, it's the fact that when I block the light, look at that, full light, blocking the light, it's still glowing, but now even more. And that's what neon stones do. You get a carat 28 in diamonds around it. That is the signature mounting. And it is going to be in white, yellow, or rose gold. We even change the gold color, but there is a reason I'm bringing it out. I could have just skipped it and saved it and put it back in a vault tonight. And instead, I chose for the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the show to bring it out and share it with you. Why? Because I feel like it's going to go, because that's how big a markdown price it's getting from the 30,000 it was at, and now it gets to go lower right now. You don't have to spend 30, you don't spend 29. It is just going that low to where I am confident this will find its home here tonight to one of our collectors and one of our callers, and maybe just somebody who's been waiting a lifetime for a Paraiba, and the wait is over. Because if you want a big size stone and you want great color clarity, glow, neon, blues and greens at 50-50 and all that, and you want a carat 28 in diamonds, and you want a finished under gallery that's going to make it comfortable to wear, you've got it all. This ring would otherwise be known as the total package. It's also, quite frankly, the total Paraiba. It has it all. It's not $29,000. I got to be quick because we have a minute and a half left, so it's not going to be $20,000 either. And for the first time, we are going to reduce this down below $15,000. And no, I'm not leaving it at $14,999 either. You got another minute to shop the show. We're going off the air in 1 minute's time, and you get an even better discount than even $14,000. I'm blowing it out for $13,999, and we'll be saying goodbye to it. And in 1 minute, we say goodbye to you, but not for long. We just take Tuesday off. We'll see you back here on Wednesday night with a big premiere. Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Pacific time. That is 9 p.m. Central time, and that is 10 p.m. Eastern time, which is when we begin our Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night weeknight shows. So keep that in mind. We have 44 seconds remaining. This is the one you got to see on the hand before we go. Change the gold color if you want to. This should go. Fabulous value, great looking stone. There's that clarity from a distance. The glow just continues. If there's anything you want to ask about from the 3 hours, please feel free to give us a call. We'll be answering your calls after we go off the air. Phone number stays the same. So let us know which piece you'd like to have. A couple of pieces are still available tonight, and we'd love to get them home before we go or before somebody else takes them from you. So this is your chance on the Paraiba. And for a 204, with that kind of diamond mounting, that is the ultimate rarity collectible, and you will just love it. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday evening and a great Tuesday. We'll see you on Wednesday night. From all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. See you Wednesday.